comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with Seth Goldcamp of Design Air Heating and Cooling, and I have been a long-time Design Air client. What separates you guys from everybody else?
It's becoming more common for companies to just get their foot in the door. They try to come up with different ways to upsell. They try to see how much they can make off of a customer as opposed to, hey, we're in there to do a service. We're going to do it well. We're going to do it for a fair price.
I don't know how many emails I have received from our listeners who experience the incredible customer service Design Air Heating and Cooling provides. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at designairservice.com.
This is Eric Conley, the founder of Illinois Recovery Center. At Illinois Recovery Center, our substance abuse treatment goes beyond mere recovery. It's about reclaiming lives filled with purpose, joy, and connection. Our dedicated facility is more than just a place of healing. It's a beacon of hope for individuals seeking to reintegrate into society and thrive in their work, family, and community roles. Our team is ready to help. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com.
Ready to step your game up to the next level? 5P Academy is the place for any high-level 8 to 18-year-old football player. Based in O'Fallon, Missouri, we have national travel, 7-on-7, and flag football teams with professional coaches. Pre-registration for our 2025 season tryouts in November is open now. Come be a part of the championship-winning 5P family. For more details, email info@5pacademy.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here right now with James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. I made the switch to start working with you, James. It couldn't have been easier to make that switch to start saving money.
Well, I appreciate that, Tim, and we appreciate your business. This is the time to save money. My goodness, we're all feeling it at the grocery store, at the gas pump, etc. So if you've noticed that your insurance rate has gone up, I want to stress how easy it is to get a proposal from us by going online at carltoninsurance.net.
Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency online at carltoninsurance.net.
If you talk to someone who has had a kitchen remodel, say, from Collier & Thompson, they'd probably love to show it to you and say, look what our place looks like now. Collier & Thompson does it, and they do it right. Also, football season is here. You might want to update that man cave. Nothing better than sitting in a comfortable man cave, and Collier & Thompson can make it look like the best place in your house. You want an appliance? Maybe an appliance for the holidays. You're thinking about that. They've got the top brand names. They got Bosch, Thermador, Wolf, Sub-Zero. Got them all. Old Stacy is the appliance guy. He'll do you right. Matthew and Eric are the appliance installers. Also, they are looking to hire some lead contractors. If that is your line of work and you'd like to work for the best company in town that does this sort of stuff, Collier & Thompson is the one to look for. They've got almost everything, and it's all right there in-house. No need to go to 5 or 8 different places to remodel one room. With Collier & Thompson, the countertops, appliances, lighting, flooring, hardware, plumbing, electric, you name it, it is all right there in-house. They will take absolutely great care of you. Collier & Thompson on Manchester and Baldwin, next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Collier & Thompson, come home to quality, online at collierandthompson.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I regret not managing my finances better in my 20s and my 30s, and now I see how crucial it is for achieving major life goals. Mark Hanna with Evergreen Wealth Strategies helps everyday people every day with their finances, discussing cash flow, liquidity, investments, insurance, and tax-efficient strategies. No matter your financial planning stage, Mark will boost your confidence and keep you on track. Learn more at evergreenstl.com.
Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA, a broker-dealer and a SEC-registered investment advisor. Equitable Financial Advisors and MI. Evergreen Wealth Strategies is not a registered investment advisor. It does not provide tax advice.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Hey, if you like the morning after, check out Balloon Party on 101 ESPN. HD1, by the way. It's sports talk with Tim McKernan and Action Jackson from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. each weekday, right after the morning after. It's the worst named show in the history of radio, but the content's pretty good, so check it out on 101 ESPN or get the podcast on the TMA app. KPN TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA all day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After on KPN TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, and Action Jackson.
7:07 in St. Louis. You're listening to TMA. It's presented to you by Brown and Crouppen. Welcome to the Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Munganess, Burkhardt, Alton, Toyota. 7 o'clock hour. Come on in. Water's going to be really warm today because it's chilly outside. But when men get together and rub their body hair up against each other, finds a way to mitigate those issues.
Well, there's a little friction. I've never seen anyone in the radio business rub their body hair together. I have not seen it. You know, I'm a newbie, so maybe the things have happened that I have missed.
Today's the day you're going to see it.
Okay.
All day, right here in the studio. How's my vocal fry?
Pretty solid.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you got going in your mouth there, boy?
Pen.
That's because the Islanders are in town?
Yeah, the Isle.
You nervous about the game?
Patrick Waugh, netminder for the Bruins in 2019, according to Jackson, now coaching the Islanders.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see the seamen, the longshoremen.
Oh!
Huh.
Clip that off.
The Islanders doesn't reflect the fact that they're seamen. It's the fact that it's an island, Long Island.
I know, but
And Jackson's from there, and he looks down on flyover country.
my mom is. My uncle is a big Islander fan.
Well, is he going to be on?
Is he going to be on the program?
Yeah. Or
No,
Balloon Party.
he's a big Francesa guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Growing up, when I would go out there, we would listen to it all the time. But the Islanders, that old school logo, it's like a fisherman. They have like a fisherman in the logo in one of their throwbacks. And so I always thought it was, like their unofficial mascot was like a longshoreman or a fisherman.
Oh, gosh.
You probably call Al Arbor. Probably get him on.
Is he still alive?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's got to be 90.
Now, is Long Island just like mostly suburban New York? It's like bedroom communities?
I like that term, bedroom community. Do we have bedroom communities in St. Louis?
I think so.
Where are our bedroom communities?
These suburbs.
My parents are in Long Island right now.
Oh, what are they doing there?
My mom's 50th high school reunion.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it was her birthday 2 days ago, or 3 days ago. Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday,
Birthday,
Mom.
Ellen.
Yeah.
About my age. My 50th is next year.
Yeah. They're probably right around there. Yeah, so they're in Montauk and then going to Long Island.
Huh. I just had my 50th this past weekend.
Nice. Did you go?
How was the ass?
They made me do a Doug Unplugged for it.
You did Doug Unplugged for your 50th?
Mm-hmm.
Now you quit.
Just comparing what happened in 1974 and today, how it's different. Read and raved a little
So you're
bit.
back on?
Pretty stupid.
The big
I'm not back on Channel 4. No! It was just a one-night thing.
You want exposure?
Yes. It wasn't enough about me. I wanted the whole thing to be about me, me.
Good for you.
Did it bring the house down?
No, it didn't bring the house down.
Sure you're still the best looking guy there.
That's a fact.
That was always
Yeah,
the
now
case.
with that new her.
Yeah. Well,
Libby Jack looking good with that beanie on. That's from the doggy season ticket holder.
Yeah. I'm transitioning to calling it a toque, like they do in Canada.
A toque?
Yeah, that's what they say in Canada for a beanie.
Jamie Rivers pull you aside and tell you that?
No. I heard that somewhere. Can't remember.
We used to call them stocking caps.
Yeah, I agree with them.
I don't think they do that anymore.
Stocking cap, skull cap, scully, beanie, toque, all means the same thing. And this one's got the TMA logo right in
It
front
sure
and
does.
center.
Can you get it at tmaststeelshop.com?
This was back when we used the other company that would just send us the bulk items as opposed to Mike Flanagan, who makes them custom to order. So when we sold out of these, we sold completely out.
Is that right?
Yeah, these
Sharp
sold
look, I have that one.
Yeah, sold like hotcakes. Yeah, bring it back. Good embroidery on them.
Yeah.
Pale, I'm going to Blues Isle in Long Island on 11/23. Any of your Long Island ladyboy friends want to go down on me and my wife before the game? That's from the
Gosh.
recovering alcoholic from Belleville and Webster Groves.
Word.
I currently have no friends or family who live in Long Island. So
Interesting.
can't really help you there.
They've all turned their back on you?
They've all, my aunt and uncle have moved to New Jersey, as many do.
Why would you move to New Jersey?
More suburban, more space.
Is it?
Yeah.
Stephen Wildwood says, posted on my fan page, Doug, I need some traffic. That's from Stephen Wildwood, the Stephen Wildwood fan page. How's that doing?
I don't know. It's
You're a member, right?
I am a member. It used to be just like people going to the Cardinal game and taking pictures of the DeWitt's Carlton saying, "Where's Steve?"
That's awesome.
And so I don't know if it really took off.
With that kind of content?
It was kind of like the Balloon Party fan page, which just turned into one guy drinking light beer and talking about the Supreme Court.
Doug, what a fan page.
So,
I haven't had a chance to join either.
Yeah, these things, they start hot and then they fizzle out. But the TMA fan page is resilient.
It is. Doug, 300 members in the queue if you want to let them all in.
Well, sure.
Ed Herman says let them all in.
Release the hounds.
There's some names on there that aren't even trying. Like in terms of
hold on,
so
what are the terms? Hoosier Trojan horse?
Hoosier Trojan
and
horse.
What's the other one?
Nesting bodies. Super rare. The nesting bodies are super rare.
A nesting body is when an older person gets blocked.
Yeah.
And then they use their son or daughter's account to get on the page.
Yeah, they're like...
I have a tough time believing that there are nesting bodies. But Doug, you know what? Never underestimate.
Right, yeah, maybe one guy.
Yeah, it was... I remember something like it happening. I think it was someone who... Zuckerberg, like Facebook, Meta, actually like turned off or put on post approval for like 30 days or something. So they were essentially posting to nobody because they were just in the post approval thing. And then all of a sudden, like some family member, someone related, like tried to join and was like so clearly not a listener. And I was like, oh, we might have a nesting body.
Another nesting body.
But if you're not a listener, what do you care? Why would you want to join?
If you're not a listener,
yeah.
I don't know. The person was a listener. I just don't know. The person who was trying to get into the fan page, I don't know if that was the person representing them, you know?
Okay.
The nesting body. Using their profile.
Why in the world would you bother with this if you didn't really care or listen to the show?
Some of the fake, when I say like fake ones, like not even trying, I'm sure they're bots. I'm sure they're...
Must be.
But what about a nesting body? Does that mean the parent has the child's login and then they enter and become a nesting body?
Child or significant other, maybe, you know, yeah.
Nesting body. Okay, what is the ratio of nesting bodies to Hoosier Trojan horse?
Way more Hoosier Trojan.
Is that right?
Yeah. In the PRI, we haven't had one in a while, and we haven't had a nesting body in forever. But I saw one. I saw it happen in real time. It's it's very uncomfortable.
What'd the fella do?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like
well, then how'd you know you were witnessing a nesting body if you don't know? Doug asked a very simple question.
Right.
I thought that the person was on post approval, and then someone with a similar last name or something similar was trying to join the fan page, and they clearly were not a listener. And so I thought this might be a nesting body.
Did you DM and say, "Excuse me, are you a nesting body"?
No, I see no upside in that ever happening. I don't even think we allowed them in. I can't remember.
I still have the question: if you're not a listener, why would you want in? You're saying it's just a bot.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that a listener does want in, but they have either been blocked or
Blocking.
Zuckerberg has zucked them, and so they're trying to use someone else's profile to get in.
Okay.
But again, I think it happened like once.
They want to stir up trouble? You think they want in to stir it up?
I just think they like to be a part of the conversation. What that conversation is, I don't know, but they want to be a part of it.
I do believe in charity. Now, how we will do that?
I believe the other side of change is the golden goose.
Damn pay.
I muted the fan page. It was a great decision. However, I was active on Monday with a great poll and screenshot. That's from the Loomster.
Okay.
Doug, that's his fan page diary.
Okay. Guys got a lot of time on their hands, I guess.
Somehow he got... Hold on a second. My friend tried to use his wife's Facebook as a nesting body. Oh, my God. We might have the nesting body story. Jackson, how great is this? You actually sniffed this out.
It might not even be the one I was thinking of.
So there's multiple nesting bodies?
Could be.
Oh, no.
My friend tried to use his wife's Facebook as a nesting body. He didn't have Facebook, but he listens and he wanted to be on the page. Somehow he got sniffed out and his wife, a.k.a. this guy, is now blocked from the page. That comes from the airplane's icebox.
Why would we block him if he hadn't done anything bad?
Jackson, why did you block the nesting body? What do you block quicker, nesting bodies or Hoosier Trojan horses?
Hoosier Trojan horses.
Really?
Because you gotta nip that in the bud immediately.
Yeah.
And what is the Hoosier Trojan Horse again?
So you enter the fan page with what is seemingly a normal Facebook account. You're answering all the questions correctly. And as soon as you get let in, you change all your profile settings. And now you're just causing hell.
Are there people that still cause hell in there?
It's so rare. Like when people get blocked, get blocked. It's way more often than not that like Meta or Facebook is actually doing the blocking or like suspending them from activity for a week or so. Tim and I aren't like on there like just blocking people haphazardly.
How does that work if you're...
Might just turn a flush, Schaefer Door Company, thank you.
If you get in with one account on Facebook and then you change it, how are you still in there? Isn't it a different account?
One more time?
Well, you said they get in there, then they change your settings and everything and go into somebody else and just cause trouble.
You would you could change your name or your profile picture or your information.
Mm-hmm. But once you're in, like the account itself is in the fan page, not like your name. So like when you change your name, it's not like you get booted from the fan page.
So you couldn't even track a Hoosier Trojan Horse if you wanted to?
You can go to the activity log section of the
really?
of the fan page, see what they were let in as, and then...
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or
do we have a way to sniff out Hoosier Trojan horses?
Yeah.
I'm too busy. I'm doing nothing.
Because it tells you when they
busy.
were admitted, and then you just go back to that date and you see what their name would have been.
There's somebody who needs to go to a psychiatrist or something if you're going to go through all that trouble to get into some place you don't even like just to trash people.
Yeah.
How many people we have on that fan page now?
7,000?
7,000? That's a sizable number.
I'd say. I think it's north of 7,000, actually.
Peter North.
All right.
Length.
Well, be interesting to see how it shakes out.
I, for one, support allowing 300 undocumented fatties from Jeffco into the fan pin 3 weeks before the election. No problems there. That's from Doug's prison wallet, and he is our TMA social media correspondent. So he carries a little weight.
And the fatties are coming from Jeffco?
That's what he says. And former fan page moderator Neil Allen Craig Paquette has just issued a statement. And he says, I can attest to Jackson's theories. So Neil Allen Craig Paquette was aware of nesting bodies and Hoosier Trojan horses?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever talk about this?
No. We never had a...
Sit down.
A moderator's round table. I kind of just assumed the position and learn as you go.
Assigned, I think, is the better word.
Yeah, I think the genesis of that was for going live with Pick 6, I had to be a moderator.
No, is that right?
An admin on the fan page. But there was no real transfer of power. I just kind of figured it out.
You just took it over.
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, God. Strong man.
That's right. Yeah,
You're an internet strong man.
Well, if I was the moderator on that page, there'd be like 200 people left on there.
You'd get rid of 7,000.
No. Somebody texted me something or DM'd me yesterday, a screenshot.
Uh-oh, Doug, we got to... Here we go.
No,
it's 7:20. It's time for some screenshot bandits.
No, it was and he even prefaces it by saying, I'm not a screenshot bandit. But it was something nice.
Well, how could you be a screenshot bandit?
He said, I'm not one of those screenshot bandits that send
But yet he was sending you a screenshot. I mean, that's kind of a screenshot bandit, right?
He said, but I'm doing it because not everybody trashes you on there. And it was a nice post.
Oh, so
is that the end of it? Come on, we need more juice than that.
It was a positive screenshot.
It was
bandit.
a positive screenshot.
Oh.
What was the screenshot?
Somebody shared my Meier Foundation telethon or radiothon today, whatever we're calling it. 24-hour.
You got a radiothon today?
No, it's 24-hour.
It'd be a telethon, right?
Yeah, it's not even
telethon on TV.
Telethon's TV.
I thought that was for telephone. My apologies.
Yeah, you're out of line.
We're just doing 24 hours of trying to raise money. So I put it on Facebook, and somebody shared it on there. So he said, not everybody. And I said, dude, there's like...
You said, dude?
99.9% of the people on there are great people, so... I don't worry about it. Thank you for sharing it for me.
Okay.
Hey, Jackson, did you send the captain's log this morning?
I sure did. Did I?
I can't find it. Doug, can you find the captain's log?
I can't get into my mail right now.
Oh, no. What's going on?
Password issues. Password.
Oh, you know what?
I got a password for you. Bite me. How about that?
I thought I swore I sent
You have the problems I used to have.
Yes.
Is this your Hubbard email, or is this...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I forgot to hit... Yeah, here you go. Sorry.
Because I couldn't find it anywhere.
I got here really early this morning, and I...
Oh, what's going on? Show prep?
No, I just woke up a little on the earlier side and was like pretty alert.
Oh, you have banging in Little Rock?
I woke up pretty alert, and so I was like, you know what? Let's get in here early. Let's give myself plenty of time, and I guess I forgot to hit send.
Good morning. I'm not a screenshot bandit. And that was followed by a screenshot bandit activity, equivalent to Kenny saying I'm not a Hoosier before telling a story about trying to tame a squirrel. That's from the 314.
I think his point was that screenshot bandits usually send me the bad stuff.
They want to stir the pot.
Yeah, he sent it to me to say this is something nice that somebody put on there.
How many screenshot bandits are there ballpark? Not looking for names, of course, but like, are there 10, 50?
Probably less than 10, I think. Maybe 6 or 7.
6 or 7 bandits, Doug.
Okay.
I haven't got one in a while.
Half dozen, so.
Iggy, bro, just get off Facebook. Your life will be so much better. It's from Tracy Woodson.
What did I bitch about Facebook today? I don't mind.
Tracy Woodson, call in. Collier and Thompson phone line, 636-9004-TMA.
We were talking about the fan page. I'm not on the fan page.
But you
And
said
nesting bodies and Hoosier Trojan horses.
But you said someone DM'd you. I assume they did it on Facebook.
Yeah, but it wasn't a bad DM.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with
I
Facebook.
know. But
So screenshot bandits are only bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would this person be called?
Just a friend who's
Just a friend.
sent me something.
kind soul.
He really didn't even need to say the screenshot bandit thing, but he just took a screenshot of the nice post
No.
that's shared onto the fan page.
So this is like a Samaritan.
Yeah, good Samaritan.
Just basically saying not everybody trashes you on there.
There's one bandit, we all know who it is. It's from the Loomster.
Who is it?
Who's that?
I have no idea.
Well, don't make us guess. Tell us.
No, you probably wouldn't know who it is.
Well, enough of the mystery. Just tell us.
I'm not going to tell you, because I can't remember who it is. It was like 6 or 7 different people.
Gabe.
5 of them I really weren't familiar with. 2 of them I'd seen on the fan page, but
So you don't know 5 of the 7 screenshot bandits?
I'm not familiar with them, no.
Wow, these are anonymous bandits.
It's a strange world in which we dwell.
I mean, I've seen their names, but I don't know who they are.
No, I don't.
Okay, Gaslight Girl Boss Gatekeep.
Is that who it is?
I bet it was Jake Reynolds, a.k.a. the originator of said post. Stop crowdsourcing kiss-ass stuff.
Oh.
And then tell Vaughn to toot in my mouth?
Oh, come on.
It's Brian Henshin, and what a quarterback situation
Henshin just
they
got
have.
suspended. Brian Henshin suspended again for vileness. Activities that would no doubt get him suspended from his job as well. He's been suspended a period of 2 days' time, and his name, as we speak, is going into the Illinois Recovery Center suspension logule, and he was suspended just 2 days ago. So the very day that he was off suspension, he's right back on. That won't feel good. That won't feel good at all.
You can get involved on the program. Collier and Thompson phone lines. Tracy Woodson, I believe, owns us a phone call, 636-9004-TMA. Text in to the Schaefer Door Company text inbox, 314-881-TMA5. And email in for our design, air, heating, and cooling email today. Doug, I keep looking for a day in this forecast in which I go, oh, boy. Well, here we go. No. I mean, every single day. It's just glorious. Matter of fact, this today, a high of 67 and sunny. There isn't a cloud on the forecast between now and next Friday, is the lowest high between now and next Friday, minus next Thursday at 65. It's just all highs in the 70s, some in the upper 70s, getting close to 80. This is a glorious time.
It's wonderful.
I'm telling you.
Fantastic.
It's good for tonight. Tonight's the, God, what do they call it? Supermoon? Tonight's the
big full moon.
Yeah, it's going to be the biggest moon you're going to see for a long time.
Okay.
Jake Reynolds has announced he was a screenshot bandit.
Really?
Yeah, okay. You want to put your name out there? I wasn't going to, but we know. Jake.
So everybody. So is that what the Loomster meant?
I guess Jake Reynolds shared it on the.
He shared it on the fan page, and then he sent you the screenshot of his share on the fan page.
I don't know who. That wouldn't make sense because Jake Reynolds wouldn't say not everybody because we know you don't hate anybody on the show, Jake, so I don't know why.
Doug, are we doing this show for 6-7 people? Because it isn't a great business model.
Because nobody cares what we're talking about.
Are you getting turned on by this?
No, I'm worried about selling some investments because I feel like things are going to go awry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, going cockeyed.
Anyway, Design Air Heating and Cooling's online at Designer. So Jake made the post, and then Jake sent you a screenshot of his post.
Yeah.
Doug, that's very meta.
Gosh. He was looking for a pat on the back.
Just showing that everybody trashes you on there. Well, I know you don't trash. You send in nice emails or text every morning.
Okay.
So I don't read it.
Goodness.
So, yeah, it was Jake. Show me. He shared it on the fan page, so. was nice of him.
Okay.
Didn't really need to send it
Okay,
to
that's enough. That's enough.
Wow, you are deep into my Facebook, man.
I'm just responding to the Loomster.
And do you think that's what the Loomster was saying? That the Loomster is saying Jake Reynolds is the screenshot bandit?
Well, he is. Because if you saw the post, which I guess he did, said Jake Reynolds is the one who started the post.
Can we get past this? Can we move on past the DM and the post? We got all kinds of sports going on.
What?
Blues and Isle.
Blues and Isle.
Missouri Auburn. ILL.
all
Michigan.
this.
100th anniversary. They're wearing leather helmets, but they're not leather.
Dodgers over the Mets.
A Jim Dandy in Queens. Oh, my God. Here come the Georgia Bulldogs going to Texas. Here come Roll Tide to Neyland Stadium.
Yankees on the verge of a sweep. Well, they won the first two.
Yeah. So is it getting to stave time in Cleveland?
It's close.
Jackson's got audio from the WNBA last night.
Oh, you don't.
He does. Take a listen.
What?
Yeah, wait till you listen.
What happened?
Listen. Damn.
Well, then hit the lever.
8 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of Game 3. 4 seconds. Ionescu will heave and hit! And hit! Sabrina Ionescu with the biggest shot in Liberty history. 80-77 New York in front on a logo bomb.
What was he saying? I couldn't tell if it went in or not.
It did.
He screamed something. What was he screaming?
And hit.
And hit.
Joey Zanaboni doing the play-by-play.
Ryan, I can't pronounce it.
Okay.
Starts with an R, not Rosillo.
So she made a shot from mid-court?
It was a logo. It was super deep.
A logo?
Right. So, like, the logo in the middle of the floor.
That was my question.
So it extends out past exactly half court. A logo through.
But almost mid-court.
Yeah, it was really deep.
I can't get a straight answer. How far was the shot?
I don't have the exact footage. It was super deep. What more do you want me to tell you?
Super deep doesn't tell me. You're telling me a logo shot. The logo's right at the center court. Did she make a shot to the logo?
Further. Yes, she made a shot from the logo.
Oh.
Step back three from the logo.
Oh.
Sabrina Ionescu.
Doug, what are your top 5 shots in New York Liberty history? That's from Kwame Boyukas IV.
Let's rank the shots in New York Liberty history that were better. Can anyone come up with one that was better?
No, that was huge.
Yeah.
2-1 lead in the series.
I never watched a game until Caitlin Clark started.
Oh, gosh. And you hate Angel Reese, too, I bet.
I don't hate her.
Wow, Piddles, thanks for sharing that WNBA clip. Nobody cares!
No.
It's from the 636.
And he insisted on playing it, too. It's not like we asked him to play it.
You want to talk sports? There you go.
Right.
Okay. That's still,
it's not like I called for the audio.
Better than fan page talk.
Yeah, what would you rather have? We're halfway through the Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour. Would you rather have more fan page talk or more WNBA audio? What a wonderful win for the Liberty.
I think WNBA.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I'd like to know MLB, when they vote on whether it be the Hall of Fame, they let you know who the voters are, correct, and what they voted. The WNBA won't let you know who voted for the Rookie of the Year.
Jesus, she won by a mile.
She got
but you want to hold the one person accountable who voted for Angel Reese?
63 of 64 votes she got. Angel Reese got 1 vote. Okay. I would like to know who the person is that voted for Angel Reese for Rookie of the Year when she missed the last 8 games of the year.
And then send him a sternly worded email.
A lot of people think it's Cheryl Swoops. I don't even know she's a voter.
Oh.
Doug, is Cheryl Swoops a voter for the WNBA rookies?
I don't know.
But I'd like to know who that voter is because they're stupid.
I would have rather heard about Ken's latest White Knight post regarding Caitlin Clark than hear that clip again. Don't peddle the WNBA on us, Jackson. We know our rights. That's from glove blogger Tom Traven. He wants you to know he knows his rights.
That's fine.
I haven't posted anything about Caitlin Clark in a while. She's done playing.
Thanks, Jackson, for the clip. It's better than some old man rambling about some Facebook DM he got. That's from Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles was the original Sammy Davis Jr.?
I believe so.
I thought it was a performer in New Orleans somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. It could have been like a jazz guy in like the 20s, I
think so.
Hi. I'm kindly asking. I'd like to know what the point of that audio was. It's from Mr. Lee.
It was a big thing that happened in sports last night.
Why don't we hear
no
it
Blues game.
You know what? These people don't know their rights. Why don't we just play it again?
You don't think glove bloggers know their rights?
No.
You want to hear it again?
Shove it right up their patoot.
Yep.
All right, let's hear it again.
8 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of Game 3. 4 seconds. Ionescu will heave and hit! And hit! Sabrina Ionescu with the biggest shot in Liberty history. 80-77 New York in front on a logo bomb.
Okay. And hit.
Was there time left in the game?
Just a handful of seconds.
Okay.
What a ball hog. Game was tied. Why don't you work it into the middle? Or...
She's like the best shooter in the WNBA.
I know she is, but still.
Stephen Weil would like it known that he prefers the deep dive on the fan page, but he prefers a Mike Lee fan page drop. So that's the chairman, Milagro Tequila Listener of the Year. He's got his own fan page, too.
He's got clout.
Damn pay.
It wasn't a deep dive.
Jake Reynolds sent you a screenshot via DM
right back
of his post on the fan page.
Yeah.
And that was the topic.
Who would care about this?
I didn't even notice it was.
We all get messages from time to time from people.
I knew he DM'd me, but I didn't know that he was the one that posted it. So he sent me his own post. That was nice of him.
Oh. No. This is why we don't prepare before we come into this show. There's absolutely no way one can prepare for the topics that come up here.
Thank you. I prefer the WNBA talk. What's up, Jake Reynolds? You cute. That's from Brian Henson.
No, Henson's, he's been suspended.
Yeah, he's gone, isn't he?
Yeah. He sure is.
Caller Ellen says it was Jerry Jeff Walker who wrote Mr. Bojangles.
Is it? Okay. It's nice.
Really?
That's Caller Ellen.
I thought Jerry Jeff Walker was after Sammy Davis.
I don't
I
know.
could have wrote it for Sammy Davis. I don't know.
Okay. She probably looked it up. She probably Googled it or something.
Maybe she knows her music.
She very well may. Oh, gosh.
Jackson, can you cue up some TJ Soyoye pump fake highlights for the listeners next? Go all hoops today. That's from the life coach.
I'll spare people.
Okay.
I know it's not what people like, so.
Steve's page has tens and tens of members. Reminds me of the Noshin and Joshin debacle. That's from TMA social media correspondent Doug's prison wallet.
Okay.
What was Noshin and Joshin again?
Doug Noshin and Joshin debacle.
That was a radio show, wasn't it?
It was on 590 The Man.
It was on one of those.
I was there. I don't remember it.
Well, a lot of people didn't either. That's why it's not there anymore.
Is Tucker going to call in as a woman from Baldwin today? That's from the Loomster.
No, that's the Baldwin beer bitch.
Milagro Tequila listed on September 2023.
She's become a regular, and we like her calls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, Mr. Bojangles went to St. Gabriel's. Thanks, total back.
He didn't.
Caller Ellen adamant regarding Jerry Jeff Walker. I've seen him in many concerts in low-rent venues. That's Caller Ellen.
Low-rent venues. What would be a low-rent venue in St. Louis?
Maybe Blueberry Hill.
Really?
It's not a derogatory term. It's just, I think it just means not a lot of people, kind of small.
Okay.
Quaint.
I like seeing shows at Blueberry Hill.
So do I.
I've never been.
It's cool. Duck room.
Hey, guys. Good morning. Hope everyone's doing great today. Thanks again for all you do day in and day out for us listeners. We don't deserve you. Take care of yourselves and each other. And Doug ruined my bin. That's from Big Tuft.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Jake Reynolds.
I thought it was going to be the stay-at-home will do mom. She's always talking about her bin.
Is that a term that's being used now by young ladies, Jackson? I mean, I'm out of touch with everything.
It's in England, that's what they just call a trash can. They just call everything a bin. I guess that means your ass, and more specifically,
Gosh.
The brown zone.
Your
what?
Tradesman's holes, what it was called yesterday?
Yeah, the land of always brown.
Chris Raby has just sent in a screenshot of Iggy and Angel Reese talking. Is that what this is?
I've never talked to Angel Reese. Never met her.
It's a tweet. It's a tweet. Angel Reese posted something, and then Iggy responded, "No one believed, so your coaches and teammates didn't believe you belonged in the league? No one? Maybe less exaggerating next year."
Yeah,
Chris Raby.
Every time she posts something about herself, she goes, "So nobody believed in me. Nobody thought I could play in this league." And then nobody believed in me. And then she goes, "And I want to thank the coach. She's the only one that believed in me." And then there's and my teammates, the only ones that believe in me. How many people believe in you? You say nobody believes in you, just name like 30.
Oh, you're kind of trolling now, dude.
No, I'm just telling her she needs to watch what she posts because she just contradicts herself.
He's talking in hyperbole.
I'm just trying to help her out.
Yeah, yeah, you're trying to boost her career.
She doesn't want the attention. I don't like all the attention. Then she shows up at these events with a pair of shorts halfway up her ass, dancing around the stage. I mean, you say you don't want attention, but you crave it. Yeah. Just be honest.
Old Ken, the social media bully. That's from Brian Henshin.
I'm not a bully. You post something, I comment.
Cut that off.
Is that a threat?
I'm not saying you're awful. Go away. You suck. Stop talking. You're awful. No, I don't go that route. I just comment on what somebody says and point out where she's wrong. Isn't that what you do?
Well, you could just let it go. You don't always have to point out what you think people are doing wrong. That's kind of trolling.
It's not trolling. I think she's a great basketball player.
No, that's backtracking.
It's not backtracking. I've never said she sucks. I mean, she misses a lot of shots, gets her own rebounds. That's where a lot of her rebounds come from. But I'm not saying she's a terrible basketball player.
Okay.
Iggy is the perfect coach for what to post online and how not to contradict. That's from caller Buzz.
Don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Why do you care what I post?
No.
You're trolling me, Raby.
Well, that was Buzz.
Yeah, but Raby's the one that started it.
He sent in the screenshot from September. Was that September 8th?
I don't
that
know
post
the
was September
dates,
8th?
Tim.
He's good at finding
Right.
old stuff and posting them.
The king of contradiction, bullying a 20-something-year-old woman is really, truly a sight to behold. So dressing nicely is craving for attention? What the F? And bullying takes many forms. You aggressive, sad bully. Brian Henshin is...
Gosh.
He's digging in today.
Mm-hmm. We're about 10% crestfallen right now.
Well, because I'm tired of every time I comment on something, I'm a bully.
Yeah.
It's just...
Well, just comment nice things to people.
Yeah, about that.
Compliment them. Have you tried that?
I compliment a lot of people.
Okay. That feels better, doesn't it? You don't know. Okay. Just feels better to say nice things to people.
Well, she's not nice to a lot of people, and that's when I call her out.
Oh, she...
Oh, go listen to her podcast.
Doug, have you listened to Angel Reese's podcast yet?
I'm trying to get grass
does
to grow in
is
the
she
backyard.
puts people on to kiss her ass, and
Jackson, are you familiar with this podcast? You're into ball.
I am into ball. I don't listen to her podcast.
Who's on the podcast with her, Iggy?
well, she's had Cheryl Swoops on, obviously.
Is she the host? Angel Reese?
Angel's the host. She had on, for some reason, she had on Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend.
Angel Reese had on Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend. Doug, how are you not listening to this?
I'm really missing it. I'm trying to get the tall fescue to grow in some of the areas in the backyard that are bare spots now. So the time I would normally set aside to listen to this podcast, that's gone as I water.
So if you're looking for a new podcast, Angel Reese's and Hawk Tuo Girls podcast.
Oh, no.
Well, then that would kind of beg the question that Doug presents. If you don't like somebody or a program, why would you be listening to it?
It pops up on my...
But then you can just move on.
Yeah, but I'm curious to see what she says. Especially when she has Cheryl Swoops on. Cheryl Swoops just hates Caitlin Clark.
Oh.
She's the one I think voted for Angel Reese for Rookie of the Year.
Oh, that's why you listened.
Yeah, I don't like people that just trash other people for no reason at all, and she really does. Even Stephen A. Smith has gone off her. Now, if Stephen A. Smith is yelling at Cheryl Swoops saying you're an idiot for saying that, is he bullying her?
Yeah, probably.
No, not really. He's just commenting on something.
Everybody's bullying each other.
Jake Reynolds says, I compliment people all the time, but I still get ripped for it. So it's lose-lose.
Mm-hmm.
It's Jake Reynolds.
Yeah. But in general, you're not losing when you compliment other people.
Agreed, Doug.
There might be a case here and there, but it'd be a nicer world to live in if everyone were to compliment and find things they liked about other people instead of go looking to the things they disliked about them.
I like the curvature of your bin.
Do you?
See, wasn't that nice? That makes me feel better, makes you feel
Me
better.
too.
Yeah, everyone
See?
wins.
Mhm.
Positivity.
Yeah. Yeah, spread it around.
Positivity and discipline.
Kayla Nicole needs. Who the hell's Kayla Nicole? Is that an adult?
Travis
star?
Kelsey's ex-girlfriend.
Wow, I'm out of the loop. Did you know that?
No, I have not listened to the podcast. I'm watering grass.
Kayla Nicole needs to move on. I get it sucks your ex is dating the most famous person in the world right now. Get a life! That's from Sharon in Clayton.
I'm sure.
I guess Sharon's listening to Angel Reese's podcast.
I'm sure she's doing fine.
Kayla Nicole? Yeah. Oh, does she have something? What does she do?
I honestly don't know, but I'm sure that she's a beautiful woman. I'm sure she's doing just fine.
Yeah. And even if he is dating the most famous person in the world, his ex-girlfriend also lost a boyfriend who probably makes $15 million a year himself.
And he might be well hung.
So to think you're going to possibly live the rest of your life in complete luxury and now that's out the window, that would be difficult.
Kayla Nicole is beautiful.
Yeah, but I don't know what she does.
I
She
gotta
may
look
have
this
her
up
own-
and see
she
what
may
the
have her own
word
money.
is. Doug, I'm looking it up to see what the word is.
I'm sure she's beautiful.
How long were her and Travis Kelsey together? Were they like engaged?
I don't listen to that
Well,
podcast.
I'm directing it to Jackson.
Trying to get tall fescue to grow in the middle of October is not the easiest thing to do.
She's a fashion influencer.
Oh, boy.
They were dating for a while, I want to say.
She dresses and posts her pictures.
Oh, boy.
That's all you'd have to be a fashion influencer, isn't it?
She's also developed a fitness brand.
Oh, boy.
Maybe she can get Ella Reese Baby on board.
Thank you. That's how you move product. Oh, boy. Is she from Kansas City?
I don't know on that. That's a good question, though.
Thank you.
See, that was another compliment.
Yep.
Jeez, if
Really
we
getting
just listened to this podcast more, we wouldn't have to ask all these questions.
You're right.
I wonder if I could put speakers out in my backyard. and
Yeah, why
listen
you
to
work
it.
on the grass?
Yeah.
Well, earbuds.
Oh, that's
So you
possibility,
just
too.
you just raw dog work. You don't even have earbuds or.
That's right. Yeah. Boy, I know that's real old school.
Well, hey, listen.
I raw dog work. What did farmers do for centuries in this country?
Listen on their AirPods to podcasts.
They didn't have them.
If they had
the
the option,
WNBA.
if they had the option, I guarantee you they would.
Maybe not. Some people just work. They pin their ears back and they get down to it, and they don't need a podcast.
Fair.
Todd Reesing, you remember him? 17 years ago, Missouri, Kansas, Armageddon, Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Has issued a statement regarding, I guess, Kayla Nicole, is that the name?
Mm-hmm.
She's beautiful, but she effed up. How'd she F up?
I guess her and Travis breaking up is what he's defining as a mess up. But you never know with these things how it all goes down.
It's none of our business.
No, I think it is our business to judge people's personal relationships on our HD2 Next to the Pisser show.
That we know nothing about.
Right.
Relationship, we have no idea what happened.
All promo. That was just good promo work right there.
Yeah.
Sharon in Clayton has issued another statement. They were off and on for about 5 years. She says they gave each other head nods when they are in the same space. Sharon in Clayton.
Still? They still do that, or they used to?
Sharon and Clayton call in. Callier and Thompson, phone line 636-9004-TMA.
Might not have been a very close relationship if even when dating, all they did was head nod one another. It's like, how you doing? I'm fine. How you? Good.
I think that means after they broke up, they still gave each other head nods when they saw each other.
Okay. I guess you would normally do that, right? If you're in a long-term relationship with someone and you saw them again?
If it's amenable breakup.
Amicable.
If it was a bad breakup, you're probably not
Head bobbing.
acknowledging each other.
Okay.
I love that a 65-year-old who showed up to work this week dressed like a retired Huggy Bear feels the need to go after a 21-year-old on Twitter for her attire. Never change, Ken. That's from Arbor Day, who's won Milagro Tequila Texter of the Year.
Well, if you listen to the premise of my comment, that she says, I don't like all the attention when I go out, but then you dress, but you want people to look at you. Nothing wrong with that. I think she's a beautiful woman.
Who are we talking about? Kayla Nicole or Angel Reese?
Reese.
Okay.
But, I mean, don't say, I go out and I don't like all the attention on me.
She was kind of saying she doesn't like being sexualized.
You're dressing for
Angel
attention.
Reese says that?
Yeah, she was saying she doesn't like being sexualized. The attention, I can't speak on that, but I did hear a quote of her saying she doesn't like being sexualized.
Well, we know how that feels.
Thank you, Doug.
Exactly.
Well, she said in one of her Instagrams that, I don't like going out because when I go out, sometimes I have to take bodyguards and I don't like all the attention on myself. But you're out all the time. And she said, I never go out. You're out every night. So another contradiction, but...
Oh, gosh. You don't know if she's out every night. And it's okay to go out every night.
I just said there's nothing wrong with that.
I could see how that level of fame would wear on a lot of people. Be hard to deal with that. I don't know that she's got the level of fame that
I don't
she
know
thinks
about
she
the
does.
level of fame unless you're a WNBA fan.
Iggy and Sharon and Clayton are a new alliance here on the show. This is great to see. Iggy is right. She claims if they did more, it would be a whole thing. So they respect each other subtly. And I know this much about this topic. That's from Sharon and Clayton.
Okay. He seems like the expert on this one.
Now he's trolling her on Instagram. Travis Kelce's trolling this girl on Instagram? That's from Bob Wagon. That would surprise me.
Or is it Iggy trolling her on Instagram?
Oh, I don't know. Bob Wagon, you got to call in, but you're behind Sharon and Clayton. 636-9004 TMA.
I'm not trolling her.
Well, he might have been talking about Travis Kelce. I can't imagine Travis Kelce would be doing that.
No.
But I don't know.
That would be odd.
I would suggest you just not worry about it so much.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
My God. A lot of things pop up in a comment that I really don't care about.
Okay.
I said, that's wrong. I'm going to respond to this.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I like that. I'm going to respond. Great job or something.
Do you ever see something that you think is wrong and don't respond to it?
Yeah, if I really don't know what's going on with it.
You don't repop, do you?
I think you probably go ahead and
got a repop right there.
Yeah, repop.
I mean, if he's got aces or kings, he's coming back over the top, you lay it down. Okay. But you're in position. Now you 4-bet. You repop. You got to. Right. You got to take control of this pot and find out if your nines are good. You got to.
Or if you got aces and 4 people pop in front of you, you just fold them.
You got to lay down the aces.
Got to flop, don't you?
Yeah. Pair of rockets.
Yeah.
That's right, pair of rockets.
I'll never live.
This all started because you dopes chose to play a WNBA clip. Save us and end this. That's Nathan from the East Side Alton. We're losing the Shrewsbury seat sniffer. He's gone.
Yeah.
I'm done. It's time for a trained neurologist to check this guy. If he fails the exam, he gets the ball gag and pad a room at the Gatesworth. Shrewsbury seat sniffer's gone. We lost him. Years and years of listening.
Well, maybe we'll get one back. Someone who likes this subject that we just beat like a dead horse. But we'll work hard to get him back in the fold. It won't be easy.
Well,
we'll have to drop
I like
a lot of the...
I like Caitlin Clark, but I
Here
have
we
problems
go.
with her, too. I mean, her constant bitching at the referees is just getting old. So there you go.
Well, a lot of them...
Not just one-sided.
A lot of them complain to the Zebras.
But she complains almost every time.
Oh, Harrison's brother Master's leaving the show.
He's gone, too.
Oh, thank God. Well, I got him blocked anyway, so...
You have him blocked?
Yeah, I found out his real name, so he's blocked.
You knew him?
I didn't know who he was.
Well, what did his real name have to do with him blocking?
Yeah, and then how'd you find out his real name?
Well, I couldn't block him if I didn't know who he was. I'm sure he's not Harrison's masturbator brother, whatever, on Facebook.
Oh,
could be Bill Bader.
Bill Bader.
No, I found out his real name, and he was a friend.
How'd you find out his real name?
Somebody sent it to me.
Got another DM.
Watch out, here comes Suckboy Tony.
He turns out he was a friend of mine on Facebook, so.
Oh, blocking.
See him. Yeah. Why would you send a friend request if you don't like me?
So he can troll?
I had something mean to say, but I won't today. That's from Todd Reesing.
Nice.
Okay, Todd.
Look at that.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Doug, we're all evolving
Yes.
here in this Munganess St. Louis accurate.
Turn over a new
Munganess
leaf.
Park
Be a little
Road.
nicer to one another. That'd be nice.
You know, I'll start a new leaf today. How about that?
You'll start a new leaf?
A new lease.
Turn it
New
over.
lease.
New leaf.
New lease.
Leaf.
New
Back to the-
lease on
back to the
life,
foliage.
Turning over a new leaf.
Yeah. Starting today, you will never see a derogatory comment by me anywhere.
Okay.
Doug, what a moment.
That's
Ladies
nice.
and gentlemen, October 17th, 7:51 a.m. Central Time, Ken Strode issues a statement.
Mm-hmm. You gotta go soft.
Nothing but nice compliments. If I see something I don't like, just won't respond.
Just walk on by. That's the best way to do it.
Just
Won't
try
get
and
you
give the
upset.
listeners less and less to bitch about. So
Okay.
that'll be something they can't do anymore.
Well, you might feel better yourself.
How about this? It's already starting with the listeners. Bob Wagon just texted in. Doug, you look cute today.
Okay, there
Agreed.
we go.
Things are
Now
starting to happen. Now we go.
everyone
Now
feels
we
better.
go.
Right.
Yeah, we do need more than that. We do need more of that in the world. So I'll start.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
No more mean things by me.
Lead from the front.
That's right.
Mr. Nipples is saying BS. Flip Wilson saying, oh no. Scissor Me Timber says this leaf will last through Friday, 7 o'clock hour. It seems like a lot of people are short in this market.
Well, you got the day. What is today? The 17th, 18th, 16th?
17th.
17th. All right. So when you start screenshotting things, here, look, he said this. If it's before the 17th, it doesn't count.
All right. New leaf.
All right.
Everybody deserves a second chance.
Yeah,
Bud.
it'd be nice. You did formerly have the nickname Angry, so maybe you can live that down.
Bob Ramsey started that.
I thought that was Rich Gould when you appeared on the fan show and would dress
no.
as an angry rabbit.
No, I'd done it before that. I was doing an angry segment on Bob Ramsey's show.
I think it'd be nice if you were an angry rabbit on this show. If you had some sort of rabbit outfit and you could just sit
Just in
there
costume?
and gnaw on everything.
I did an angry Easter bunny.
Yeah. I'll tease something for tomorrow.
Oh, wow, Bill.
If you tune in just an hour early, so about 6 o'clock tomorrow, you'll get to hear Rich Gould's appearance on TMA as he retired from Channel 11.
Oh.
One of my favorite segments that I've been a part of the show with.
Wow.
When we had Rich Gould on. It was like having a comedian on.
Oh, that was great.
25 minutes. So I encourage folks.
So it's 6 a.m.
6 a.m. tomorrow it'll play. And I'm sure some people have heard it on the Skeleton before, but if you haven't and you haven't got a chance to hear it or it's been since the original date that you heard it, I recommend it.
Yeah, I heard it a couple weeks ago. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Iggy, we're friends on Facebook as well. That's from the Swing Haven board member. How about that?
I have no problem with you.
But I would imagine he probably has a picture of him and his wife on his Facebook page.
I don't know his real name, though.
Bill.
I don't either.
Well, maybe one of the screenshot bandits can help out.
Oh, maybe he can text in and say, don't read this, Tim, out loud, but here's my real name.
Okay. All right.
And then I can go on your Facebook page, and if I see all these pictures of you and the wife, then I'll believe you.
How about that? Doug, look at everything that's getting accomplished today.
Fell nicely into place.
It's like Tip O'Neill and Ronald Reagan reaching across the aisle. Isn't it fun?
You're making things happen. You know. Tip O'Neill had a large nose, bulbous.
You think that was from the booze?
Reagan had jet black hair, and he was 80 years old.
Isn't that amazing?
It had to be colored, right? It had to be.
One would think.
What a great head of hair for an old man, though.
Speaking of jet black, I finished watching the Vince McMahon docu last night.
Oh, you knocked it all out.
Toward the end of it, I guess it was like the second time he...
Yeah, he did two
back.
different sessions of interviews.
That mustache and that black hair he had,
Yeah,
my
that was...
God.
He's going to have to go back to Nyack.
Oh. He's scary looking.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I think he's one of those guys that just didn't want to grow old and made himself look kind of crazy by fighting it too
Doug,
hard.
he turns 80 next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of work done, and then he had that black mustache. It wasn't really even, and black hair.
And he's still built like a bodybuilder from the 30-year-old, 40-year-old bodybuilder. He's huge, isn't he?
He used to be. I don't know if he used to work out. Well, he did steroids, but he used to work out.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'm with Tim. I highly recommend it. It was one of the...
You enjoyed it?
Well done documentary. Although they were right, and I think Vince McMahon even sent a release out saying, I participated in this. I thought it would be good, and they do what all of them do. They edit it out, and so they did kind of have him saying something. Well, I don't know. We didn't kill anybody. And they got a picture of the coffin. We don't have guns. They got a picture of somebody with a gun. So they kind of did that to him.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I recall that portion of it. Iggy, the Swing Haven board member, has sent in his real name.
Cool.
So let me copy this, and then I'll text it over to you, and then you boys can handle it from there.
Okay.
So
we're about to get down to brass tacks.
I mean, this is a significant moment here.
Yeah,
you have been doubting this. I've been believing it for a number of years, and you're about to find out. I gather, assuming that the Swing Haven board member has his wife on his Facebook page.
Yeah.
Here you go. I just texted you the...
If I see a bunch of pictures, you'll hear on the show that I changed my mind. I believe you now.
Okay.
Are you going to check it out, bro?
Oh, I'm sorry. You sent it to me now.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Munganess is the sponsor of this 7 o'clock hour, and they're online at stlouisacura.com and altontoyota.com. Jamie Burkhart's a wonderful gentleman. Peter Munganess is a wonderful gentleman. And Ryan Seiberg in the service department. Guess what he is?
Wonderful gentleman.
That's right. Yeah, work with them. If you're looking to buy a new car, or if you are looking to lease a car, whether by new, pre-owned, doesn't matter. StLouisAcura.com.
In the world.
I got it off somehow. It came on.
StLouisAcura.com, AltonToyota.com, and then they got a number that you can go right to them. The Muckety Mucks, Doug, 314-252-0029. It's Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt, Alton Toyota. My little sister yesterday texted me and said, hey, I've heard you talking about how much you like the people at Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt, Alton Toyota. I'm looking for a car. And I said, let me make an introduction for you here on behalf. And the next thing you know, I've connected my little sister with the great Jamie Burkhardt.
That's how it works.
That's how it works. It's Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt, Alton Toyota, official automotive sponsor of this program, and the Tim McKernan Show podcast presenting sponsor of Balloon Party. And Doug, we have a presenting sponsor on TMA, and it's Brown and Crouppen.
Right, and the muckety mucks there would be Terry Crouppen and Andy Crouppen and Ed Herman, the three of them. One of them comes in on Tuesday. We've enjoyed getting to know them. They like talking to the people. And I think you can tell by listening to them that they are the type of guys you would want in your corner if you have a personal injury lawsuit. Brown & Crouppen is a local law firm here to serve you. Local is important. They know the ins and outs of your case and the local environment here. They know the other lawyers and the judges, and they know how the courts work here. They started here in 1979 as a small firm, and now they've grown into one of the largest personal injury firms in the entire Midwest with more than 250 legal professionals, and they know how to get you the justice that you deserve. So if you think you may need Brown & Crouppen, here's how it works. You call them. They'll give you a free evaluation of the case. You'll talk it over. If they think, yes, you've definitely got a case, they will plow ahead on a contingency basis. No upfront cost at all to you. If you don't get paid, they don't get paid. So if you think you may need Brown & Crouppen, give them a call. I'm going to go ahead and give that number now. 314-222-2222. That's easy to remember. Or you go to brownandcrouppen.com. That's pretty easy, too. And make sure you let them know you heard about it. Here on TMA, the choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertising. Past results are no guarantee of future results. And every case is different and must be judged on its own accord.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Eggy Strode has been browsing the Swing Haven board members' Facebook page and now can issue the verdict. Is he and his wife a real couple?
I believe him.
Wow!
Oh, you do?
I've looked at his pictures, his profile pictures, going all the way back to 17, and from 2017 up until 2024, it's the same woman.
Wow, wow,
And now are you interested in swinging with them?
Yeah, she's attractive.
Wow, wow, wow.
So that's a yes.
What a moment.
So, yeah, it's kind of hard to find girls on Facebook, use their pictures, post for pictures with them for the last 8 years. So, yeah, I apologize.
So
she's
you
real.
think-
They're a real couple. They got a lovely family. A few pictures of their lovely daughter. So, yeah, nice family. And I apologize. I haven't believed you all these years, but yes, they are real.
Will you invite them into your chambers?
No.
You're out.
I'll gladly have a cocktail with them if they want to get together.
But what if they said, hey, we'd like you to join us at our chateau in Wing Haven?
That's kind of a far drive.
Oh,
Sounds like
for
I know.
heaven's sake.
That's good.
It'd take you 20 minutes to get
I
there.
have to drive there every year for the Meier Foundation golf tournament. That's a haul.
20 minutes?
I tried to talk them into having it at Normandy back in the day, but
Maryland Heights to Wing Haven would take you 20, 25 minutes, tops.
you never know. I don't think they're interested in me, though.
Who the F cares? So Mr. Siders, and he's not happy.
He's never happy.
Yeah. Cider's is prickly.
So if they invited you to their chateau in Wing Haven, now that you've seen that she's real and she's attractive, you would decline that. That's interesting to me.
Yeah, I would have to think about it.
What, she's 40 years younger than you two?
Yeah, I mean, they're not interested in me, but...
What kind of sad weirdo sends pics of his wife to an HD2 show for attention? Pitiful. Doug, that's from Shrimply Pibble. Swing Haven board member has issued a statement.
Has he?
Iggy, thank you, sir. Love the show, boys. Swing Haven board member. You know, he could have spiked the football there, but he kind of took it like Barry Sanders. He knew he was a champion. He handed the football to the official, and he went back to the sidelines.
Because
he won.
Now we're nicer and kinder. We're a kinder, gentler world. We're going to start complimenting each other.
We have to know where I was coming from, that I've never met her. I didn't know I was friends with him on Facebook.
They catfished you for a dinner date.
I've been catfished before.
I told you weeks ago she was real. You should have just believed me.
Well, I don't believe anybody until I can figure it out on my own.
Okay.
Kind of get a vibe that's a nice foot. I think I'll suck on it.
Oh, Jay.
Non sequitur, but delightful nonetheless.
Now Iggy is off Angel and Dillian and will continuously empty his raisin of a prostate to the swing havens. That's from Johnny Johnson down in Springfield. Raisin of a prostate.
Is that
no,
where
that won't happen, Johnny.
Does a prostate shrivel up like a raisin as it gets old?
Is that where the seed comes from? Is it the prostate?
Milking.
That would be like recycled seed.
Oh.
I believe that's your balls.
Oh.
And they don't shrivel up when you get older.
Droop a little.
They get droopy.
Mm.
573 is not sold. Trust but verify. That's a boy, Iggy. It's from the 573.
No, it's not a woman, or it's not a man he's with. It's a woman.
Yeah. But too far.
But too long of a drive.
20. How far is too far? It's like 10 minutes? Is that?
I don't know.
Trying to get the radius.
I mean, I don't mind driving because I have a great car.
I'm gonna
A
ask.
little Toyota hatchback. But I decided I don't like driving too far to do what?
Bang, baby.
Yeah, but that's not a guarantee.
If they said come over and join us.
Yeah, at that point it's an invite. You know what's doing.
Well, then I probably would if I knew that was happening. But
Okay, so if they say, hey, come over.
You
This
go
is
for the beverage,
hypothetical.
and then it goes well, and they say, oh, we're going to head on home. Would you like to join us? At that moment, what do you say?
I said, why go all the way home? We're here. Use my bed.
Nice. I thought you'd like meet at a cocktail lounge or something.
Oh, I thought you meant they were coming to my house for a
Pops.
drink.
Somewhere where you're going to be able to slip something into their drink.
Yeah, I got to be at home base for my Mickeys.
Yeah.
I don't know, it'll never happen, so.
But they invited you one time, right?
They sure did. And Catfish.
I don't think they did now. I think.
You think that was somebody different inviting you?
No, God, it was a couple weeks ago, I was listening to TMA in the car. And one of the segments was that me saying that, well, they didn't really invite me and I didn't go because they said they weren't going to be there or something.
Is TMA all day like your outsourced memory database?
Yeah, it catches me in so many lies.
It's like you've uploaded your memories to the cloud that is TMA all day.
Well, I hear it and I say, God, did I really say that? But it's so long ago. It's not like I was lying about something. It's just I didn't remember.
I believe a
Then
few
I
weeks ago,
remember something different.
A few weeks ago, I remember him texting and saying that all they said was they were going up there for dinner, and if you wanted to stop by and say hi, feel free.
Yeah, and I said, no, I went up there and you didn't show up and I had cocktails. And I can remember that. But evidently, when I was talking about it the last time on the show, the first time, I didn't remember that. I didn't go up there. So I don't know. It's not that I'm lying. It's just that my brain just forgets things. And I remember something else.
Right. Yeah, to misremember something is not lying about it, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, you get old, you kind of forget things.
You sure do. What'd you say
Especially
your
with
name
all
was?
With all the stuff that happens on this show, kind of.
So it's not a lie, it's just a misquote of myself.
It is.
That can happen, too.
Yeah, it is.
Let's water under the bridge, because now I believe him. So.
There you go.
Yeah, and I think something's going to happen probably.
New and gentler Iggy.
Chairman, weren't you going on with them or something?
I think they invited me for just some fellowship. I don't know that there was anything sexual involved.
Well, what was the itinerary? What was on the dossier?
Never got that far.
Yeah, I think he texted in and said, I'll have a drink with you, and then he never reached out.
Just the guy?
Yeah, I don't know if she was aware or not.
Did it seem like a home visit, or would you be meeting...
You're just going to meet this guy at his house?
It would really be irresponsible for me to speculate.
It's true.
Yeah.
But why don't you?
Yeah, that's essentially this industry.
Yeah, they probably wanted me.
For the sake of the show, just say something.
Clip that off also.
Yep. Doug, it's all happening for us. We're all getting laid. Isn't it great?
It sure is. Apparently with the same family.
I get to go last.
Okay.
Doug, in the meantime, why don't you say something?
You want to go last?
Yeah, ideally.
Yeah, that's my kink. Don't shame it.
Okay. Brother.
TMA brings you the third annual TMA Trivia Night on Friday, November
that's coming
15th
up.
at St. Gabriel's. You can purchase single tickets, tables of 8, or anything in between, and the tickets go on sale in 24 hours. Tomorrow at 8 a.m., $50 a person. Tickets will include food from Heavy Smoke Barbecue, plus beer, canned cocktails, and seltzers from Show Me Beverages while supplies last. Get your tickets, put your team together for TMA Trivia Night on November 15th at St. Gabriel's. Tomorrow at tmastl.com. Will the Swing Haven board member be there?
And what kind of trivia is it?
All sorts, sports, pop culture, TV, movies, music, and then one round is TMA trivia.
Oh, okay.
I'll put another music category together.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Much appreciated.
Famous acting families.
I like that one.
Famous acting families.
Celebrity
Van
families.
Pattons.
Oh, nice.
Might be in there.
The Sheens.
Oh.
Emilio Estevez.
The Douglases.
Kirk and
Steve.
I'm talking about
Michael.
real.
And Michael. All three of them.
Real families. Maybe
Well,
something
those are
like
real families.
What's the date of the trivia?
November 15th. Friday.
You said the Brady Bunch.
I didn't
Robert
say
Reed.
much.
You said the Douglases.
Oh, I thought you meant Chip Douglas and
That's my three sons you're talking about.
Chip Kelly. Fast-paced offense.
yeah, it might be something with the Hudsons and Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. You never know.
Holy crap.
Man.
What?
The front page of STLtoday.com. Doug, stay-at-home dads gather in St. Louis for Home Dad Con. It's a convention of hot dads staying at home.
Oh, my God. Why are we not
More
there?
than 100 men from across the country will gather at a downtown convention this weekend to network and learn more about their chosen career,
To
fatherhood.
stay at home?
It's the first time Home Dad Con in its 28th year is being held in St. Louis. The 3-day event is hosted by National At-Home Dad Network,
Oh,
a
God.
nonprofit organization that supports and advocates for stay-at-home fathers.
You talk about a collection of soy boys.
Hey,
This
I'm
is
a
it.
stepdad, and yep, I'm a slut.
It can be a lonely profession, says Jeremy, is it pronounced Haston?
Probably.
Of Granite City. He's going to be attending his 3rd Home Dad Con. Finding that connection is vital. Fathers who don't hold an outside job represent a small minority of U.S. dads, but their ranks have almost doubled over the past generation to 7% from 4%. Experts attribute the growth to a host of factors: evolving gender roles, increased earning potential for women, soaring child care costs, and job changes during COVID. The At-Home Dad Network, started by 3 Washington, D.C. dads in the early 2000s, swelled during the lockdown days of the pandemic. Some men found themselves at home for the first time because of furloughs or layoffs. They latched on to the group as a portal to the outside world. The network offers near daily opportunities for interaction with a 10,000-member Facebook page, chat rooms, a peer support group, and a book club.
A book club.
Peer
I'm
support.
a stay-at-home dad, and I'm in a book club. Just shoot me. Shoot me right in the temple.
Need a support group or
Support group because you can't get out of the house.
Haston's favorite haunt might be the Dad Lounge, which meets via Zoom 2 evenings a week. The dads share stories, unwind, and sometimes
they
have a
share
drink.
stories. Oh, I could see if you had a job where you didn't have to go into work, where you could just be on the computer and watch the kids. If the wife had to go to work, that'd be great. If the wife is making a boatload of money somewhere and you don't like your job, I can see that. But just to stay at home and be in a book club, that's sorry.
Wreck me, Doug.
It's kind of in our DNA to get out there and do some hunting and gathering, isn't it? There's a sliver in your DNA that says, get out there, get out and around, see what's going on.
How do you explain Michael Keaton in Mr. Mom? And his wife was Terry Garr? Is that right? Is it
think
Terry
so.
Garr?
I don't know.
And
That
Jeffrey
was just-
Tambor was his boss, and he got sideways with the Schooner Tuner people, and that was Martin Mull? Am I right on that?
I don't know. I don't remember all the actors.
And Michael Keaton's hosting Saturday Night Live this weekend. Am I right on that?
I don't know that either.
And it always goes back to the whoopee.
I think that's right. Michael Keaton.
Okay.
So, I mean, Mr. Mom really was the originator of DadCon.
if your wife was some doctor making $400,000 or $500,000 a year, and you had 2 or 3 kids at home, you could stay home for that, right? But wouldn't you still be kind of miserable?
Well, a stay-at-home dad to me is somebody who doesn't work. He's like the wife of the family. She works. He stays at home like a housewife.
There you go, Doug.
A stay-at-home dad isn't somebody who's forced to stay at home. He isn't forced to stay home because of COVID and you're on lockdown and now you start working from home with your computer. That's not stay at home.
Well, if
you're forced to stay at home.
If you didn't want someone else to raise your kids, you didn't trust anybody, couldn't find a good preschool or something, somebody's got to stay home with the kids. And if the wife is doing much better financially, then I guess it makes sense.
Hey, Doug, these guys hunt and gather for other hot dads. It's America in the Central West
Apparently
End.
what's happening. Soy boys, every last one of them.
Hey, I'm a stay-at-home son, and my parents couldn't be prouder. That's from the millennial.
Yeah.
I had sex and now Dad is dead.
That hit home for a lot of them.
If my wife made any money, I'd not be a 21 handicap. That's from Stephen Wildwood. Sounds like he wants his wife to go out there and hunt and gather.
Yeah.
I guess we can assume sweet, sweet guys in town. It's from the 314.
Oh, yeah, he's a stay-at-home non-dad.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have kids and he still stays home.
Jackson's giving.
I have to respect it. You got to tip your cap sometimes.
Game recognized game. Hoes do too.
He'll understand.
God. When I was a younger man, there wasn't anything I would rather not do than stay at home all day long.
Hey, guys, stay well.
You got to get out there and socialize a little bit. See the world, don't you? You don't want to stay at home.
I'll be back 8:15. Get another bathroom.
You're leaving again?
It's that prostate thing you're talking about.
Raisin?
No, it's
prostate?
coffee. I don't wake up in the middle of the night and sleep for 8 hours. I don't wake up as soon as I have a cup of coffee.
But if you're going to leave early, you have to raise either 1 or 2 fingers to tell us your intentions.
Raise one. I'm going
one
to the bathroom.
finger, okay.
Awesome. Michael Keaton is hosting SNL this weekend. Can you guess a year, the first year he hosted SNL?
Oh, Doug. Do you think it was for Mr. Mom, and was that 83?
I don't know the years, Tim.
Was Mr. Mom 84? I don't God, but 82 is live. 85's not live, so therefore I got to go 83. I'm going to go 83.
I'll go 84.
1982.
No! We both lose. Nobody wins the Showcase Showdown.
We overbid.
Yeah, we overbid.
Halloween, the day before Halloween.
And was that because of Mr. Mom? Was Mr. Mom 1982?
It was 83.
And he came on the show because the Cardinals would come back and beat the Brewers.
It's probably Night Shift. That's probably what.
And that was the Commodores. And that was about Marvin Gaye passing and Jackie.
Marvin Gaye was the best.
Yeah,
he was so good.
And that's why Michael Keaton was on.
Would you take Marvin Gaye or Al Green?
Marvin Gaye.
Wow. Well, Joshua, doing Little Angels.
Marvin Gaye is right up there, maybe top 10 of all time.
Yeah.
I guess you're saying Joshua's not in the top 10.
No. But that's good staying power. 42 years later.
I know. Isn't that crazy? Isn't
still
that
in the
42
spotlight?
years? And Michael Keaton doesn't look that old. I mean, he's in his mid-70s, but he doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Who cheats more, stay-at-home moms or dads? Thanks. That's from Starfish Street. I got home yesterday. Both the kids were at school. A rare moment for me and my wife to actually have a conversation. Doug, you probably remember those days where you couldn't really speak with your spouse because kids are running all over the place, beating the house, especially with you having all boys, me having all boys. And she goes, I was listening to you guys this morning and you just sounded like morons.
That could be any day.
And that's what I said. I said, please be more specific. And she goes, she starts listing like the stay-at-home moms, but these are stay-at-home moms like that have younger kids. And she goes, can you picture her like having a?
Yeah.
She goes, we're so exhausted. It's just not now. She goes, maybe when the kids are older and they don't have anything to do, that could be a thing. But she was citing like, we have a 2-year-old. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
So maybe like if it's a stay-at-home mom and the kids are like 12 and 11 or something like that.
They would have to be away at school all day.
All right.
Well, you always talk, JR was in here talking about it yesterday, the hockey trips. I feel like...
Yeah, how about the hockey trips?
Once you go on the road...
You got everybody's families there.
I know.
Yeah, but what if one parent has to stay back with the younger kids and then the other parent goes on the road?
Gosh.
That's where it apparently goes down. I mean, I'd never heard about that. I think somebody called in to talk about it, right?
I don't know. I think
the whole thing.
Someone maybe saw that on a TV show.
Like a hot TV show.
Really hot.
They're making a lot of shows about billet families. It's not a bad idea.
I actually really like that idea for a sitcom.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea at all.
Meet the Billets.
Meet the Billets.
Yeah.
I like that, Chairman.
Yeah, that could work. Maybe they already have it in Canada, I don't know.
There's no way stay-at-home dads cheat more than stay-at-home moms. Stay-at-home dads are more likely to sit in the corner and watch their wife be pleasured by another gentleman. That's from the Wentzville Ween Peaker. Stephen Wildwood says, that's what I was saying. They get their bodies back when the kids get older, and then they want to put it to use. Stephen Wildwood.
Wow. I think stay-at-home dads.
Put it to use.
Stay-at-home dads are more likely to stay at home because they're working from home or because there's a couple of kids and there's just nowhere else to put them, so they must stay at home. And I think there's more likely that stay-at-home moms might not even have kids. The dad's off working somewhere and has a nice job, and the wife doesn't have to work at all.
I think it could go both ways. I know somebody who's a stay-at-home father, and he had a good job. He developed a medical condition where work became tougher and tougher. And so it was like, I make good money, stay at home.
And was he cheating?
No.
Like a madman?
No. Great guy.
Eric in the Central West End says perhaps Chairman Kurt can be the TMA correspondent at the DadCon this weekend.
Oh.
Chairman, are you interested? I mean, I know you're going to Homecoming.
Yeah. He's Randy.
When's the convention?
Doug, when is the convention? Because I know you're speaking.
Three-day
I'm not speaking there.
I could maybe do Friday night or sometime on Sunday, but...
Pony!
I think it's at the Dome.
Ooh, good.
It's at
Been
the
meaning to
Dome.
get back.
Isn't that great? You win a Super Bowl, and then 25 years later, you get the 100 guys at the DadCon.
I don't know. I just said downtown. For all I know, it's
Well,
likely
you do
not.
that. You got that, and you got the Annie Ann's.
You could do that in one hotel conference room, couldn't you?
Probably.
You don't need the Dome for this.
I would really love to go get some audio at that thing.
Yeah. Why don't you?
Why don't you?
Oh, I'm so busy trying to grow this grass.
Yeah, this grass, Chairman.
You growing fescue?
Tall fescue, yeah. Trying to. Not that easy.
Stay-at-home moms don't even have kids. I just heard that on this show. It's like Iggy is in that body and running around out there. That's from Nate the Great.
No, I said some. It's possible. It's more likely.
What you're saying is someone who's married who doesn't work might not have kids. You said stay-at-home mom, but I know what you're saying. You weren't saying like mom as in terms of actual mother.
There's a lot of young married folks that don't have kids.
Right, but that wouldn't make them a stay-at-home mom.
Stay-at-home wife.
Yeah. Okay. But that was semantics.
Is there a lot of that, though? I mean, really?
I don't know.
Like a couple gets married in their late 20s or early 30s, and the wife just hangs out?
I would be surprised.
I would be surprised, too. Like, you don't even have to make it. Like, if the guy's making good money, she can just, like, fall around at some, whatever. It doesn't matter. Don't need the money.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what the...
If you don't have the children, I mean, it reduces the expenses so substantially.
All my friends...
Hell, I don't know.
All my friends who are in serious long-term relationships, both parties work.
You almost have to nowadays.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Is there a riper group for a St. Louis downtown mugging than a gaggle of stay-at-home dads roaming? Sweet Lord, like I heard an antelope drinking from a pond. Like that's from Arbor Day.
Easy
and he's
licks.
concerned about crime.
Easy licks.
Oh, there'll be easy pickings down there. Easy to spot and easy to rob.
How much economy you think they're going to bring into the city? The stay-at-home dads brought in $38 million for the industry.
Wouldn't you be ashamed to show up at such a convention? Yeah, I got nothing going on either. Here I am.
Hey, the first time we've been out of the house since our last meeting.
I mean, I'm looking at the picture.
They look extremely happy to be there.
It's like 100 pudgy white guys.
Yeah, hard to imagine.
There's one that breaks the mold in the front row. Got the baby Bjorn on the front.
Oh, yeah.
It would be funny if one of us joined and then showed up at this thing and just got content.
Welcome back.
KG, we're going to ask you to do it.
Yeah, we talked about that.
I'm sorry, I was going to the bathroom.
You were gone for a while. Were you a kitten?
I had to go to the other one. It's like somebody was listening.
Somebody was in there?
No, as soon as I walked out the door, they walked in there. It's like they were listening to the show. Iggy's going to the bathroom. I'm going.
I doubt that.
I had to go down to the other one. Somebody was dropping ass was in there.
Oh.
Between my father-in-law and my father's income, my wife and I are able to afford to be stay-at-home spouses. That's from the millennial.
Yeah. Sounds familiar, too.
Oh, man. All right, let's see. What do we got going on here? It's 8:22. It's Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Munganess, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota. Doug, a 7 o'clock hour. You boys are going to get to ball strike today, right? You're ball striking, right?
Glen Echo.
I wanted to join, and I can't join. I got a meeting now at 1 o'clock. And then Michael Wellington's brother's wife passed away.
Oh, no.
At a very young age. It's brutal. Kevin Wellington, God bless him and his family. And we're going to the wake after that. She had been battling cancer, and the wake is this afternoon. Texting with Wellington, Michael that is, and as you can imagine, an incredibly difficult time. So I know a lot of our listeners love Wellington, so keep the Wellingtons in your thoughts. But you guys are going to be out there with Mark today at Glen Echo and ball striking. You're playing Jackson?
Yeah.
That's why you got the, do you call it now a toque?
Yeah, well, that was for this morning. I have a golf cap, a ball cap, matter of fact, in my backpack, ready to roll.
Doug, you're going to be ball striking. You're compressing the ball even though you got rid of your clubs 2 weeks ago.
I melted them down into
them.
lawn jarts.
Right.
Yeah. So I got an old wooden shafted club or two.
Iggy, are you playing or are you not playing?
I'm not.
You're not playing?
I have lunch today with somebody, and then KG's playing, though.
Chairman Kurt, you are playing.
Yep, I'm going to head down there.
Oh, great.
So it's the four of you? But I thought that we would be playing with a guy who's a big TMA fan.
I think it's Joe Wachter. I think they said his name was.
And it's his final day maybe at work or
I
something
think
like that?
today might be the closing day because they're closing up everything after today.
Oh, you can't play there after?
I don't know.
Wow,
what
that sucks with the weather being as nice.
I don't know what.
I think they're getting ready to punch some greens. And
yeah,
whatnot.
I think that's the
Ooh,
case.
late to punch the greens. Good for those guys.
Sweet Sweet Kai just punched fairways last or Monday. He sent a picture in.
Punched him.
Yeah, aerating season.
Yeah.
Get some seed up in there.
Glen Echo's a great golf course. Just a good old school St. Louis golf course.
Super cool. Yeah.
Doug, I would tell you that if you can get a 5 or better on number 16, you're a little champion.
Agreed.
That is
If I can
one
get
of
5 or better on every hole, I'm feeling pretty
That's
good.
one of the toughest par 4s in St. Louis.
Absolutely.
You're going to have to turn your ball over about, I guess, 290.
Yeah, I got that in my bag.
I know. And, aim at the birdhouse. And then that 3-tiered green on 16. Oh, wow. Just a challenge.
And a long way in there, too. It's like a $190 in, depending on how well you hit off the tee. Tough green. It's hard.
Do they have a super seniors tee box?
They'll have.
I thought you said you were playing tips.
No. No. You heard wrong.
Tip drill?
Tip drill.
No. That's not too far. It's not a super long course.
Didn't they play in the 1904 Olympics there?
Yep.
They
I
did?
believe so. Yeah.
The famous, is that on the 11th hole that's like a 240-yard par 3?
Yeah, super long. It's where, of course, and the 1904 Olympics pales in comparison to my bar mitzvah that was held there in May 7th, 2011.
Remember that? Were you there?
Yeah. I wasn't there. I wasn't invited.
Yeah.
Interesting. Why wasn't Doug invited?
I was ignored.
South County.
Gentile.
It was
South County Gentile? That was what it was? We can't send invites to South County Gentiles?
It was mostly Gentiles there.
Really?
Wow.
Fascinating. Guys, the Venn diagram of the stay-at-home dads in the TMA Reddit page membership is a perfect circle. That's from TMA social media correspondent Doug's prison wallet.
Probably so. Probably so.
No, the stay-at-home dads seem like happy people. People on the Reddit page are not happy.
Is that right? So you finally looked at it?
No, just by what I've been told.
Oh. Screenshot bandits on the Reddit page?
No, I had to read a couple of them one time.
You're going to do the little sketch and
so I had
bit?
to read a couple of them. I said, my God, if they're all like this, Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Kurt, do you think you really might go down there and get some interviews?
I mean, if we're putting a percentage on it, it's probably 33%.
Wow.
Oh, it's not
higher than I thought.
Yeah, you're getting up and going to Columbia on Saturday morning, right?
Yeah, but if I can do it, I mean, I don't have anything going on Friday or Sunday, so it's not out of the
Are
question.
you spending the night down there? Or are you coming back on Saturday?
No, I come back.
Jackson, have you decided what you're doing?
I will not be going.
Wow.
You're not going?
And the Tigers just heard that. Damn. And they might make the uniform release now because they have not released the uniforms yet. Jackson, you got a block M on a black helmet, black jersey, white pant?
Yep.
There it is, Doug. That's what Jackson thinks it's going to be. I think it's going to be oval tiger, but I wouldn't bet heavily on the oval tiger because it is homecoming.
I think he wants to start a streak and got one win with the block M, so he'll go back-to-back with it. And
Let's
then
hope.
do it till they lose.
With a black helmet.
Has the line moved a lot over the last 36 hours?
I've seen 7, and I've seen 4.5.
Yeah, it dropped to 4.5. Illinois also has gotten up to +3 now.
ILL's +3.
At least that was the line movement as of a day and a half ago.
What are these stay-at-home dads going to do for nightlife over the weekend while they're downtown? They're going to gather at a coffee shop somewhere and talk about meal prep and things like that?
Doug, Missouri is -4.5.
Okay. Yeah. So it's held steady there for some time.
That tells you a lot about what people think about Missouri, that they're only a 4.5-point favorite at home against a 2-4 team that is, at least per that SEC podcast, the 15th of 16 teams in the SEC.
I don't know how you could come to any other conclusion based on the way Missouri's played.
And Auburn really probably should have beaten Oklahoma and Arkansas. They just turn a damn ball over. But Missouri is like one of the worst teams in the country as far as forcing turnovers. I think they're 80th.
Yeah, but when they do, it's so impactful. I mean, we saw the Boston College game completely flip on its head once they got a pick. They need to start forcing turnovers. I'm a little concerned that the whole blitzing thing that we've been concerned about, that they don't blitz all that much, is because their secondary isn't trustworthy enough to cover one-on-one, and so they don't feel comfortable blitzing, and that's a big problem.
Oh, I think the guy you guys are playing with today might have Punchin' Greens Monday, just to thank you for all the frivolity and butt jokes you guys have helped to bring me as I'm winding up my career at the end of the year. Guess that's from Joe Wachter.
Oh, very nice.
Joe, I'm sorry
Joe.
I can't play today. I really wanted to play. I love the golf course, and Mark Milton said you're a wonderful guy. And I've heard because I have a few friends who play at Glen Echo, really good golfers, some really, really good golfers at Glen Echo. They just won the Sobey Cup. They just edged us out, Jackson.
Nice.
Oh, you're happy we lost. And by we, I'm the equivalent of the Sobey Cup team of Sidney Ponson on the 2006 Cardinals.
I'm under protest. They don't give you more clock.
I don't think we would have gotten to the championship had I been playing a lot.
Well,
we're being real transparent about it. You got guys who are +2 handicaps, and you got me dicking around.
Give Tim some burn, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think that's... But anyway, Joe, you'll get to play with Jackson, Chairman Kurt, and the delectable Doug Vaughn. You like that? Do you like being described as delectable?
Not really.
Wooden shafted legend.
That's right, the wooden shafted legend.
Didn't we meet Joe Wachter the last time we played out there?
I believe so,
A year or
actually.
two ago? I think he was there, yeah.
Yeah, we played with Mark Milton again.
Yeah.
LSU started at -9 at Arkansas. Now it's -2. That's from Craig O'Neill, and he's down in Arkansas.
Is that the Nussmeier thing?
That's in Fayetteville, 6 p.m. start. Has Nussmeier got a health situation?
I thought he might have been.
Doug, does Nussmeier have a health?
I don't know.
Nice show prep.
I don't know why they would drop that much.
I did read the other day that the NCAA requires home teams to wear their dark jerseys.
Yeah.
LSU doesn't, though.
Yeah, LSU was
They grandfathered.
specifically was given an exemption.
It's like the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Cowboys get the
So
same
But
thing.
the Cowboys wore the dark jerseys against the Lions this past weekend. You notice that?
Yeah, they did. That's
And when I was watching that, I'm like, wonder what the hell's going on there.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is.
But they won't do that again after that debacle.
No,
huh?
God. And Jerry Jones's performance.
So LSU wears the same uniforms almost every game they
Yeah,
play.
they rarely, but sometimes wear that purple jersey, but almost always it's the white jersey, gold pants, gold helmet, yellow.
And you think that has hurt the program?
I think it's helped the program.
I don't understand.
Because they have a traditional uniform that everybody loves, and when they run on the field, you go, oh, there's our LSU Bayou Tigers.
Yeah,
Bayou
it's
Bengals.
classic, but in terms of classic uniforms, I rank it pretty low on like the all-time classics.
Is that right? What's your number one classic? Penn State.
Bama probably. Oh, Penn State. You're right. What am I thinking?
Ohio State's pretty good.
I don't like the sticker thing.
Buckeye.
I think it's a little weird. I like
Well, you're
Penn
down.
State.
You call Texas A&M weird. You call Ohio State weird.
A&M is objectively weird.
Elitist.
Penn State 1, Alabama 2, USC 3. I'll go USC 3. I really like that.
So you had to just be creaming yourself watching Penn State and USC this past week.
great.
Doug, what a wonderful uniform matchup in Southern California.
Sun setting in at the Coliseum.
What about
Great.
Michigan's uniform with those helmets?
Big fan.
Vianney's.
Big
It's
fan.
iconic.
I want those pants. They look really good. The blue top, yellow pants.
The
look
maize
great.
and blue.
Maize and blue, yeah. It's really good.
John Scores in the YouTube chat with 287 other people says Texas. Hook 'em.
Those are bad. The color's the burnt orange is so bad.
I love the helmet. Like I like the all white helmet with the white face mask, but I'm not a fan of burnt orange.
No.
But I like the font. I don't hate
It doesn't
Texas.
really pop. The burnt orange doesn't really pop.
But it's
kind of agree with you on that.
Yeah, but it's that kind of burnt orange because it's a little different than Tennessee's version. That kind of burnt orange is like almost totally them, much like North Carolina in baby blue. Like those schools and the colors are like interwoven.
Mac Brown schools. Think about that. Isn't that weird? Do you think he went there just because the
yes,
school's colors?
absolutely.
Well, think about it.
It's just like a faded color almost.
Faded.
Like
faded,
Tennessee is an
faded.
orange.
Yeah.
But this is kind of a faded
I
color.
prefer Texas's burnt orange to Tennessee's. I just don't like the checkerboard thing.
You're an orange elitist.
I like orange.
Rocky Top. Alabama giving up 3 at Rocky Top. Where are you going? It's got to be an instant call. We don't have time.
I'll take Bama and I'll take Bama.
Doug, where are you going?
Bama.
I'll take Bama.
Iggy, where are you going?
Yeah, Bama, Tennessee. It seems they can't score, and
No, I don't know what's going on. Alabama can't stop people. Tennessee can't score.
Yeah, I'll give the nod to the more veteran quarterback in Jalen Milroe over Nico.
I agree with that.
Although, but you playing at Rocky Top, man, it's different. It's a little different.
I really want Alabama to win.
Yeah, badly.
For Missouri's purposes, so I can't be vested otherwise. I'll go Alabama. Do you want a 5-star play this weekend?
I do.
Georgia, Texas over 56. Take it.
Is that it's at 56?
Double the bankroll.
Wow.
Do with it what you want. It doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter.
Your money's not my concern.
No, it
Your money's not my concern. I don't care. I make picks. You make money. I make picks.
You make
money. That's exactly right. All right. Should we break? What do we? Iggy, I know we have Tina Meier calling in.
Yeah, I told Kurt just call Tina after the break.
Oh, after the break. All right. So then we'll break. Tina Meier is going to join us from the Meier Foundation as the telethon. Radiothon.
I don't know. It's not even a radiothon. It's a Facebook-thon.
Donation day.
Donation day.
Social media, 24 hours. Today is Megan Day, Megan Meier Day. So we decided, well, let's raise some money for Megan Meier Day.
There you go.
So we're just going to do it on social media and put out the link out there. And we got a little contest between the board members who raised the most money.
There you go. All right. That's coming up. This is TMA presented to you by Brian Crouppen.
KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Craving a fiesta for your taste buds? Welcome to Rosalita's Cantina, your ultimate Tex-Mex getaway. Indulge in their mouth-watering tacos, queso-smothered burritos, and the best chips and salsa imaginable. Dine in on their beautiful patio, majestic bar, elegant dining hall, or grab it to go. And don't forget to check out their location at Enterprise Center. No game or concert is complete without nachos and a margarita. Rosalita's Cantina, where the sunshine never ends. Learn more at rosalitascantina.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I regret not managing my finances better in my 20s and my 30s, and now I see how crucial it is for achieving major life goals. Mark Hannon with Evergreen Wealth Strategies helps everyday people every day with their finances, discussing cash flow, liquidity, investments, insurance, and tax-efficient strategies. No matter your financial planning stage, Mark will boost your confidence and keep you on track. Learn more at evergreenstl.com.
Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA, a broker-dealer and a SEC registered investment advisor. Equitable Financial Advisors and MI. Evergreen Wealth Strategies is not a registered investment advisor. It does not provide tax advice.
Billiken Nation, this is your head coach, Josh Schertz. We want everyone to know SLU is for the Lou, so get your full season tickets now for as low as $125 or experience the excitement up close with 100-level seats for $540 by visiting slubillikens.com today. The 24-25 home schedule is a competitive one, with many teams picking at the top of their respective leagues. Pack Chaffetz Arena to show the nation SLU is for the Lou. Buy your tickets now by visiting slubillikens.com.
When it comes to coverage, you want the best on and off the field.
Hi, I'm Marvin Burks. I'm the safety on the field, and I trust James Carch and State Farm to be my safety net off the field.
Thanks, Marvin. Whether it's a game-changing tackle or safeguarding your future, we have you covered. Check us out online at carltoninsurance.net.
Hey, you. It's Dr. Pryor. If your mouth's been getting more action from late-night pizza than it has from a toothbrush, it's time to come see me. At 100 West Dental, we know how to clean up your act and your smile. Whether it's overdue cleanings, a chipped tooth from a wild weekend, or just getting that fresh, I'm definitely not hungover grin, we got you covered. Look, we know you're not shy, so why shy away from getting your teeth right? Book your free consultation at 100westdental.com, and let's give you something to smile about. Because, hey, you deserve to be as smooth as Tim's golf swing.
Listeners ought to check out Collier & Thompson, support the sponsors, and have the best contractors in St. Louis work on your kitchen remodel, if that's what you want, or bathroom remodel, basement, wine room, whatever. Collier & Thompson does it all, and these are people that you can trust. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. That's not always that common for people in this line of work. They won a Torch Award for Ethics from the Better Business Bureau. Collier & Thompson on Manchester and Baldwin, next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Collier & Thompson, come home to quality, online at collierandthompson.com.
Hustle and Heart Sports Performance is the one-stop shop for St. Louis area football-specific and athletic training located in O'Fallon, Missouri. Hustle and Heart utilizes the top trainers in St. Louis, led by its owner, 8-year NFL vet Pierre Desir. We have a 40-yard turf field, college-style weight room, red light sauna, and a state-of-the-art recovery room to service all of your athletes' needs. For more info, check out hustleandheartsportsperformance.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
The Illinois Recovery Center is dedicated to providing precise and authentic care to those seeking help and treatment. Recovery, it's not just a goal, it's a transformative journey. At Illinois Recovery Center, you'll find an unwavering commitment to provide the support, guidance, and personalized care you or your loved one needs to rediscover a life filled with purpose, strength, and lasting renewal. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please call 888-472-9559 or visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
TMA brings you the third annual TMA Trivia Night, Friday, November 15th at Tim's alma mater, St. Gabe's, starting at 7:30. All kinds of trivia, including sports, entertainment, St. Louis-centric, and a TMA round thrown in there too. All hosted by the guys from TMA. Get single tickets, tables of 8, or anything in between. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 8 a.m. and cost $50 a person. Portions of the proceeds will go to St. Gabe's. Ticket includes food from Heavy Smoke Barbecue, plus beer, canned cocktails, and seltzers from Show Me Beverages while supplies last. Please drink responsibly and feel free to bring your own food and beverages too. Find out more at TMASTL.com. Introducing the first ever TMA Banty Brew, a 16-ounce canned wheat ale with orange and coriander and an image of all 4 TMA boys across the front. The Banty Brew, a refreshing ale made with white wheat, ground coriander, and fresh whole oranges. And now you can pick up the TMA Banty Brew at Salt and Smoke or at any area Friar Tuck's location. Must be 21 or older to consume or purchase. See the can at TMASTL.com and find a participating location to try it for yourself. Brought to you by Charlottesville Brewery and Winery in St. Genevieve, Show Me Beverages, and Salt and Smoke. Find out more at TMASTL.com.
It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After.
On KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis.
Think about this. It's the Fisher Window and Door Store, 8 o'clock hour. The program's called The Morning After. It's presented to you by Brown and Crouppen. Lover man, where can you be? Think about that. Callier and Thompson phone lines, 636-9004-TMA. Schaefer Door Company, sponsor of the text inbox, 314-881-TMA5. And you can email in for our design, air, heating, and cooling email today. About, I'd say 70 minutes away. And then in 80 minutes, Jackson and I are going on a hallway. It's Thursday. Lot going on. Jackson, what's today's segments on Balloon Party going to be called?
Today is Desperately Seeking Piddles.
It's a tribute to Madonna's film with... Was that Rosanna Arquette?
Rosanna Arquette, yes.
Yeah. Desperately Seeking Susan, 1980.
I don't know.
Good or bad, Jackson?
I'm going to say 85 because it gets me 84 and 86. I don't think that 83 was live. That's my reasoning. I'm just telling you how I arrive.
Never seen the film, Mick, so I honestly couldn't give you an honest review. But I like the name, and I think it works.
I think Chairman Kurt had to leave to go to KMOX for a sound story with Tommy Yak.
I think he's leaving in about half an hour.
I was just looking for the Desperately Seeking Susan crowdsourcing.
Oh, he's 85.
Of course it was.
Never wrong, Tim.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It's fun. It's fun. Let's see. Is Tina on? Tina is on. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome to The Morning After, presented to you by Brown and Crouppen on our Callier and Thompson phone lines from the Meier Foundation, of which Iggy is president.
I think I'm out as president now.
Oh.
You're out? You got impeached?
I don't know. Test Tina.
Well, I guess we'll find out. Tina Meier. Tina, is Iggy president?
Iggy is always going to be president.
How about that? Always been.
President for life.
Yeah, it's like North Korea.
Somebody just took over my duties, though, which is great.
That's a really good
Yeah,
deal.
it
I think that's
has
been
a
going
lot
on
of
around the country, I
Right.
think.
That's what we've had here the last 4 years.
I just set you up for it.
You really did.
No, we love him. I mean, he's always going to be a staple here no matter what, but he's on the board for sure. He just loves concerts, and so we just wanted a board president that, can be here not on concert nights. And other than that, he did his term, and now he's a board member and doesn't have that stress, so he's good.
All right.
Perfect.
There you go. What, I mean, you couldn't ask. You got the title and no responsibility.
No responsibilities.
That's great.
I remember when you named me secretary, I said, that's fine, I'll be secretary. I'm not taking notes at meetings.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those gigs that the Sopranos would set up when they would be on the payroll.
Union job.
Yeah.
That's a nice gig, Iggy. Congratulations.
Well, I'm going to let Tina talk about it because I've butchered the title so many times. It's our Megan Meier Day fundraiser. I've called it a telethon, a radiothon. It's just 24 hours starting at 2 o'clock today till 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We're just going to raise money for the foundation in honor of Megan Day, and I'll let Tina tell you about it.
Sure. So, it was 18 years ago today that Megan took her own life. And, years ago we started, there were some girls in Australia that on October 17th every year would start raising awareness by writing Megan's name on their arms and sharing resources and information about suicide prevention. And, from there, we've done the Megan Meier Day, which is all about awareness, being kind, spreading resources. And this year, because of the high need that we are seeing in students this year, there's not been any type of lull getting into the school year. It has been full on since day one, the needs that these kids we're seeing. And so it's a 24-hour campaign, again, like Iggy said. And, the reality is on this, it's not big dollars. If somebody can donate $5 is phenomenal. And each thing goes to making sure that we're providing resources, counseling, our educational videos. And the other thing is listen, if you are not able to make a donation, then you can do something as simple as being nice to somebody else, right? Giving them a compliment, asking them how they are, holding the door open, doing one kind thing for another person makes a huge difference. And so whichever way somebody can today make it a better day for somebody else, we're grateful.
And the good thing we have, I think, 4 corporate sponsors that are going to match. So if you donate $5, your $5 now becomes $25.
Right.
So that's huge.
It is, yeah. And it's, so we raise those funds ahead of time, but the matching part, really just helps people see the impact that their $5 makes, then knowing that is going to then, times 4 is making that big of an impact. And so we're really excited about today, making it more of a positive day instead of a negative day, and helping others is really how I survive. I don't survive in the woe is me, I can't do it, it's too hard. So I survive in the world of do one kind thing, right? It's one connection at a time is what we call it, because the one connection of Iggy being kind to one of you on the radio show and holding the door open and being really nice, that may be a connection for you and make a difference, and then you pass it on, because I'm sure that happens all the time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm nice to everybody, especially our texters. I'm nice to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Good, Doug.
Ray of sunshine.
But I did make a comment today that as of today, October 17th, I will no longer say anything derogatory to anybody on Facebook, even if I don't like their post and they're totally wrong. And I know it's not bullying. I'm just saying, you're wrong. Where did you get this information? I'm just not going to say anything. I'm just going to be nice on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. So that's my vow today, October 17th.
How about that?
Hey, that's amazing. See, so one thing makes a difference, because fighting against words and keyboard warriors never works. It just fuels everybody else, and it's just they're getting what they want. So, yeah, it's hard at times not to respond. I mean, we have I have quite a few over the years of some really cruel people, but I just don't give them the fuel. I don't take that energy in. It's too much. So I focus on the positive ones, the ones that need support.
I assume most of the bullying is online, and with a couple generations now completely addicted to their phones and social media, that's going to be a tough battle to fight, isn't it? How do you win that war?
I think it's not going to be by laws, and it's not going to be by everybody just saying just be kind. It means that we have to consistently provide information and resources and presentations and discussions with youth and their parents. So a lot of it still, it still is the traditional bullying in school, and it's not just the hitting on the playground. It is the spreading the rumors, it's the isolating those kids. That is huge, and it's hard to prove. So when kids are going through that and they're being isolated or rumors are being spread, schools can't prove it. They can't prove or pinpoint that started here. And so, what happens is it cycles around, and then these kids struggle so much, and then it goes online. And so I think what we try to do is, knowing that we can't fix the whole world, I wish we could, but it's going in, and it is these one things at a time, right? It's helping going to do a presentation at a school and providing resources and talking to kids. It's a counseling session. We offer all of our counseling is free. So we do not charge families any copays, any counseling. If they are in need, we will do whatever we can do to find them that counseling, whether it's with us or try to find them counseling in a different location. And so I think sometimes when we give kids and parents the tools and the ability to be able to take back their own story and themselves, and not always trying to respond to everybody and trying to get them to listen and hear them, that give them really some of that confidence back. And the real work's done with our counselors that are phenomenal, that make a difference. So it's going to be step by step. That's it. I mean, it's where we have to be to try to make a difference.
Tina, how can our listeners go ahead and help the cause today?
So Iggy is on a team. So their team is the Fab Five. So if anybody wants to be on or support it under Iggy's team, they can go. Iggy, do you have the link where you can send it out to them?
I do. Kate sent it to me. Okay. So later on this morning, I thought it was 2 o'clock, but people are already donating, which is cool. So when I get home, I will put the link up, and all you got to do is click on that link, and it'll tell you what to do. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it is. It will break down different things, but again, you can absolutely make any donation, and it's pretty easy. If there's ever any questions, somebody can always call our office, and we'll be happy to help in any way we can.
Tina, thank you for all you do. Iggy, all you do. And let's raise some money for the Meier Foundation today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your morning as well to share the message of kindness that you are spreading.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate all of that you do, and you guys supporting the foundation. It means a lot.
God bless.
Thanks, kiddo.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I got a kiddo right there at the end, too. That's your signature.
That's my signature. You know I like you if I call you kiddo.
How about that, Doug?
I don't call everybody kiddo.
Yeah, so keep an eye. If you're called kiddo, then you know where you are. Then you know where you stand in the hand.
Is it a term of endearment? Or,
it is.
Or a way to say I'm a little above you and you're a kid?
No, it just means that you mean something to me for me to call you kiddo.
Oh, okay.
I won't call a complete stranger kiddo.
You won't? What do you call him?
Buddy.
No.
Bill.
Buddy's usually, if I can't remember your name, it's Buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's hard
One of the coolest things about the foundation, we raise money, and the money we raise goes to Tina speaking at schools. We don't charge schools, and we don't charge anybody for our counselors. We pay for that, and all the money we raise goes to that. So, if a parent comes in with their child that, has had suicidal thoughts because of being bullied and doesn't know what to do, they come in, they talk. We're not professionals. We're not counselors. Tina's not a counselor. So we send them to our counselors, and we don't charge them for that. But the coolest thing is when Tina goes and speaks to these schools, a lot of these students will form their own anti-bullying groups at school. Mm-hmm. Well, then they will go around, and if they see something happening, they'll say, hey, stop that. That's bullying. You know, they'll kind of take care of it themselves. That's kind of cool to see.
Mm-hmm. I find as I get older, I kind of, looking back on my school days, wished I had been a little nicer to kids that maybe were a little socially awkward or had a special need. Not that I was mean to them, but I didn't reach out a hand and go out of my way to be friends with kids that could have used a friend.
Yeah, I told the story. That's the reason I got involved when Tina asked me, is because, you know, I wasn't a bully at school, but there were 2 kids in my senior class that were bullied every day. And I mean ruthless. Knocking books out of their hands, throwing food at them in the cafeteria, calling them names. And it just seemed like they just went off their back. They just walked along. But one day I went to the bathroom after they got just berated in the hallway. And they were both in there crying. I did nothing. I didn't say anything to the people bullying them. I didn't say, hey, will you leave them alone? I just let it go. I don't want to get involved with that. I don't want them to be mean at me, be mad at me. They're my friends. I didn't say a word. And to me, that's just as bad as bullying if you don't say something.
Yeah. Well, you see that as an
time.
adult, but as a kid, sometimes you're not mature enough to do that.
Sure.
We got a text here. Let's see. My daughter lost all her friends in the snap of a finger over false information. I've never felt so badly for someone, and as a father, I was never so scared something might happen to her. That's from the 314. And I think so. What the 3 of us, and probably most of your education, Jackson, but I don't know, experienced, the bullying was in person, like what you're talking about with the books and like what you're talking about, your recollection of things. But now I sense that it's on social media.
Yeah.
You know, but it's done like in passive aggressive, like here we all are at this event or whatever, and then the kid is left out, you know, because then like the head mean girl, you know, or boy, has started crap, and then this is the way to kind of like dunk on them passive aggressively. And I think that's what Tina's making reference to. Like, this is mean, but it isn't as obvious as like pushing somebody in the hallway. You have to like know the crap that's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, and on social media, if it gets tweeted out or something, it could be seen by a million people. It's not just a few people in the schoolyard anymore. It's all over the place. It's out in the Twitter universe or Instagram. In Megan's case, it was a MySpace. If you remember the story, it was a lady who lived down the street who hated the family.
That part is just the most effed up part about the whole thing.
And that was on social media, where she thought she was talking to a boy that liked her.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a grown woman.
It was a grown woman.
Which is just like, that part blows me away. I mean, the whole thing's awful, but that part is...
I wonder if they maybe should limit social media access to 18 and over. If that would get rid of a lot of it.
I don't know, because
I don't know how you do it necessarily.
Tina said she was very, very strict with how Megan used social media. Like, she went through her thing to see who her friends were, you know, said yes or no to accepting somebody as a friend. And she said this seemed like a really nice boy. You know, so there's really nothing you can do about that if they're going to pretend to be somebody else.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what age you are.
What happened to the woman who did that?
I think she was charged, and then a higher court said you can't do that. You can't arrest somebody and charge somebody for something they did on an Instagram or MySpace account. You can't prove that that's what caused that. So now that's when Tina went to Jeff City, and they try to get these laws passed. And now laws have been passed.
Yeah.
That there's people who've gone to jail for basically calling somebody out on Facebook or whatever and saying, kill yourself, you're a horrible person. They kill themselves. They can be held accountable for that.
Yeah.
So I think that's it all started because of Megan.
Well, it's a wonderful cause, and it's a terrible, brutal thing. And I would imagine a lot of parents are hearing this, and it's resonating. So tip of the cap, Iggy, for the work you do.
Big time.
Tip of the cap to Tina for the work that she does in honor of her daughter's memory. And what, are you going to tweet out the link or post it on your Facebook page? Or well, you do both. We ought to do everything.
Yeah, I'll put it on Facebook. I'll put it on
Instagram. And then the Instagram?
Yeah, email me the link, because I'll put it everywhere.
Okay. I'll have to wait till I get home because I have it.
No problem.
For some reason, I can't take the link from my phone and send it. I got to do it from my home computer and do it. So
we'll get done.
I'll send it to you and put it on our TMA. That'd be great.
No problem. No problem.
So yeah, that'll be on TMA STL on Twitter. That'll be on the TMA fan page on Facebook, TMA STL on Instagram. Do we have anything else going on? Do we have a TikTok?
Yeah, we have a TikTok.
TikTok, you don't stop. TikTok, you don't stop. You probably don't do links.
Yeah, not a great place for links.
You know what I can do, Jackson? I don't have to copy and paste it. I'll just send you the email.
Sure.
Kate sent
Forward
me
it.
with the link on it.
No problem. I'll fire it off right now.
Terrible at this stuff.
Do you want to support the EDF Group as a sponsor of TMA? It's real simple. Do you have a fire extinguisher where you work? The answer is yes, you certainly do. So please email the EDF Group at fire@theedfgroup.com so a technician can come out and explain to your team how the EDF Group can save your company money. Again, that email address is fire@theedfgroup.com. The EDF Group is hot and will prevent your facility from having hot fires. Experience the EDF Group difference. Learn more at the edfgroup.com. Doug, would you like to tell people about, I think you already told people about Mark Milton. Would you like to tell
No, I
people-
didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
Not yet, no. Any kind of
I thought we talked
IRS
about Mark
problems?
Milton. That's how we got on the golf thing.
Oh, yeah, we talked about it, but not in this sense. He's not just a world-class golfer in his own mind. He's a pretty good player.
All due respect.
Pretty good player. Hits the ball a long way, I understand. I've not played with him, but I will.
Very dangerous 17.
Yeah, you may want him on your scramble team. You
Yes.
certainly want him on your team if you have problems with the IRS. Maybe you've got unfiled tax returns. Maybe you owe a lot of money and you're just kind of thinking, well, if this will go away if I just ignore it. Not going to go away. The IRS will come at you with guns ablazing, and you need somebody on your side, and that's Mark Milton. And you'll be saying, I'm not guilty. I'm with Milty. Mark Milton is at stltaxlawyer.com. He provides a local and holistic approach to tax resolution. Don't be sucked into the out-of-town tax resolution groups you hear about on TV and radio. You need someone from right here in St. Louis, been in business for a long time here, got a great resume. He started his legal career with the Department of Justice Tax Division in Washington, D.C., where he represented the IRS in tax cases throughout the country and received the DOJ's Outstanding Trial Attorney Award. So this guy knows what he's doing on both sides of the operation. Mark now helps individuals.
He knows ball.
He knows it. He helps individuals and small businesses solve their tax problems, and he can certainly help you. If you have IRS problems, contact Mark Milton at stltaxlawyer.com today. No, I'm not guilty. Yes, I'm with Milty.
There you go.
Remember, the choice of a lawyer is an important decision. It should not be based solely on advertisement.
Text in to the Schaefer Door Company text inbox. That's Schaefer Door, sponsor the text inbox, 314-881-TMA5. It's SCHAEF. That's one F, ER door.com. Or you can call or text 636-782-3608. 636-782-3608. It's going to get you the quickest response time. They service all kinds of garage doors for service and new installs, and they have Monday morning standby service for those doors that break over the weekend, and they service commercial doors as well. So if you run a business or warehouse with big, tall doors, Schaefer is experienced in these types of jobs. It's Schaefer Door Company. Go to schaeferdoor.com or call or text 636-782-3608. Schaefer Door, a Clopay master authorized dealer and a company that went out and saved Doug's garage door. That's what they did. That's Jason Gosfrow. Schaefer Door Company online at schaeferdoor.com. Send your emails in. Design, air, heating, and cooling email today coming your way in about 50 minutes because it's 9 o'clock now here in St. Louis. And we have a tie between Buck Swope and the JV golf coach as we sit on October 17th. 2024. We are 2 weeks from Halloween and us all dressing up like boy sluts.
You wearing those boy shorts this year that are
that say juicy across?
juicy and cut low at the hip?
You can see my little tramp stamp.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're okay with teenagers coming to your door, aren't you?
Yeah,
asking
I
for
don't really
candy.
care. I'm out trick-or-treating with my wife and my boys, and usually my in-laws are handling the trick-or-treaters.
I know some people have problems with that, but boy, isn't it better?
They do?
Yeah. They think, you're too old to be doing this. What do you want?
Gives a
Why
damn.
am I
Oh, I
giving
care.
candy? Yeah, I think it's fine. It's better that than they're out there causing trouble or not doing anything at all. I think it's fine. Whatever age you want to do it, go for it.
Doesn't matter to me. My spoked wheel needs a greasing. Jackson, can you clean and enter me from my blind side? That's from the self-made stay-at-home Ledoux mom.
She just got suspended.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I didn't care for the tone. Self-made, stay-at-home Ledoux mom, you've been suspended. You've been suspended a period of 2 days' time. You just stay in your home there off Clayton Road.
It is off Clayton Road.
Yeah, and you do nothing.
You think they have a group for stay-at-home moms, like the stay-at-home dads?
No, I don't think so.
Should.
Because that's been a thing since the dawn of human existence, probably.
Well, I don't think the dad should be anything special then.
Well, it's just different. I'm not sure it's special. It's just kind of a different
think they're
product
special.
of the times. Or they're looking for a convention to call their own.
Yeah, and 100 of them are coming to St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Boy, they'll have some wild times on the St. Louis nightlife scene. Where do you go? You go to White Castle, I guess.
Yeah, how much is that going to bring into the economy? They're probably staying at a Econo Lodge and eating White Castle.
I don't know. They may hit one of the casinos. I don't know what else you do. They don't seem like the types that are going to want to take in a Blues game. But what do I know?
Blues and Islanders, though.
And the Blues are here Saturday, too, right?
For a Jim Dandy. And then they play wins per game on Tuesday.
Yes, they do. Odd.
Longest homestand of the year.
Team.
Maybe.
4 straight.
Well, if any of the dads are in town already and listening to the show, call in.
They wouldn't be listening to this.
The link has been tweeted out from the TMASTL account.
God bless America.
Mm.
Do we have a lot of activity on the TMASTL account?
Not currently. It goes in waves.
Why is that?
Instagram has kind of been more of our focused.
Is Twitter dying? Is that going on? I see the Plowhawk still on our. I haven't gone to our Twitter page. And
Instagram, I don't want to speak for Kurt. I'm not even sure if he's still here or if he's at the Jet. But you can kind of catch fire quicker on Instagram than you can on Twitter. And the vertical video thing is more of the future.
Vertical video is more of the future, Doug. Reels and such.
Reels, TikToks. It's more, people just seem to flock to it.
Yeah.
We find newer accounts that aren't following us, engage with our posts more on Instagram than they do Twitter. And that's how you get in new listeners, is engaging accounts that don't follow you. So,
Feel free to put it on the fan page, too. There's a lot of good people on there.
no doubt. Yeah, I'll put it everywhere.
Okay.
I can just do Twitter real quickly from my computer here. I'll do it from my phone here in a moment.
Okay.
In the break.
All right.
Guys, the stay-at-home dads are 100% going to the east side. Thanks, 314.
I don't think they will. I don't think they will. I think it'd be carved up like sardines if they went over there.
Send your emails in the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Designer Heating and Cooling, sponsor of the email of the day. Then Jackson and I go down the hallway. How good do you feel about your desperately seeking piddles today? Because today strikes me as a day that my Venmo might need to be active.
No, I feel good about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you want to give Doug a tease? Because he's wanting to know what this desperately seeking piddles is.
Got some stuff on one thing I have is about Tom Brady's approval of being part ownership of the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't feel like people are totally aware of what that means for his broadcasting career. So
What
we'll
does
talk
it
about
mean?
that.
No, it doesn't mean.
I'll just read that. I'll read as part.
You're getting a little peek of desperately seeking piddles.
As a part owner, Brady cannot enter another team's facility, watch another team's practice. Here's the big one: attend broadcast production meetings with players and coaches, publicly criticize game officials, publicly criticize other teams, or speak to members of other teams for anything other than strictly social communication.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
I'm not saying fair. But
It is, but I would imagine Fox has to be like, oh, we spent $375 million for a guy who can't really do anything or say anything.
Well, that was stupid money spent in the first place.
I agree with
Because
that,
he doesn't have
actually.
much of a personality.
Oh!
And for a color commentator to not be going to production meetings with players and coaches, what?
Yeah, that's a big part of for real, a big part of that gig.
Brady seems like a nice guy's guy type of guy that'd be your friend.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have a big personality for the TV job.
How would that be when he says, he's on a broadcast? Because, Kevin, you got to talk to the coaches this week. What'd they say? I wasn't involved.
Yeah, but that's kind of the color guy's
So
job.
is this like an Andrew Marchand column that you're reading?
Riley McT.
Doug Riley McT.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Mr. T?
Might be Mac T. It's how would you pronounce this?
Well,
name?
who's this person write for?
The Ringer.
Okay.
How would you pronounce this, Doug? M, lowercase c, capital A T E E.
McAtee.
McAtee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, you do.
That was an easy one.
Well, I
You
didn't
hate the Irish, man. It's bad.
I thought Mac. It
news.
had to be MACA.
This is more that Gentile hate that keeps coming out
It's
of it.
it's starting to become too pronounced
Gosh.
that we're not going to be able to stave it off.
McAtee.
Sure.
Okay. Riley McAtee. Wrote it on the Ringer.
Okay.
Was he approved?
What'd you just say about potatoes and whiskey?
Was he approved as part owner?
Yeah.
He was approved.
Correct.
You would think that they wouldn't approve it, knowing that he has to do all these things for his job.
They were probably like, I'm surprised that Fox ponied up when he was still waiting pending approval for this.
So when Fox gave him the money, was he already pending approval for ownership, his minority stake in the Raiders?
I don't think he had signed any dotted lines, but after the fact.
The title of Riley McTee's article is "The Tom Brady Broadcasting Experience Feels Kind of Pointless."
Yeah, that's so. My question is, do you agree?
So he could have almost taken the money Fox gave him and just bought the team with that. Does it say how much he put in to get this minority
I think
ownership?
I think it's a single-digit percentage, which is a lot still. But it seems to me that he was hedging. He was like, "Well, I'll do both, and if I don't want to do broadcasting, I'll hopefully get approved and do that. And if I don't get approved, I can still have broadcasting." But now he's got both.
Well, if you only own 5%, how much work is there going to be involved? You don't have a minority ownership stake or anything. You're just kind of there in case they need more money, I would think.
This is what Riley McAtee writes. The reviews so far on Brady's broadcasting as the greatest quarterback to ever play the game has been, fine as a commentator. Some have complained that he doesn't exactly have a voice for an audio medium. His noises of excitement, does he moan or something?
I don't know. I haven't.
His noises of excitement have intruded on big plays. I've seen complaints that he leans too much on cliches or that he hasn't added enough insight gleaned from his own Hall of Fame career. Even if you feel he's been a better broadcaster than those critics claim, it's hard to argue that he has really separated himself from many other commentators calling games on Sunday afternoons. So that's the review. And somebody just texted in, this will be his out for getting out of broadcasting.
So that was another one of my questions. Do you think he's still broadcasting in 3 years?
I bet Fox would be thrilled if he bolted.
Yeah. Left the money on the table because they
He
can just
probably
pulse
enjoys
and
it.
back up.
It's probably still fun to go to the stadium and hang
but
out
it's
with
not
the
about
guys.
Brady. It's about Fox and the NFL. If he can't do this stuff, he reduced, and it's not like his personality is so great that it's we got his personality. No. It's not like if Barkley couldn't go to practices. I doubt he does anyway. But if you're an NFL commentator, one game a week, or color guy, that's a big part of the deal. And then now you can't be critical of officials.
Yeah. Can't be, or other teams, or
I'm sure the NFL actually likes it because you get a more state-run media on your number one team on one of your handful of networks. But if you're Fox and you're paying that much money for something that was already kind of vanilla, and now it's even more watered down, God, that's a salary you'd like to unload.
Yeah.
I would think.
And it's got to hamstring Kevin Burkhardt, too, knowing
I agree with you on
things
that.
he want to ask, and he
really
can't.
tough spot.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Really tough spot.
We'll just keep it to the plays, probably.
It's an interesting question, Jackson. I knew he had been approved yesterday, and they were waiting for him when he walked into the Raiders building in Las Vegas, but I didn't know all this stuff.
Yeah, this was, so I just clicked on it because I check the Ringer pretty much daily.
You love that Ringer?
I do. I'm a big fan. And I was checking it. I was like, oh my God, is this true? I was like, yeah, all this stuff. It's because I read that Brady got approved. I was like, I didn't think anything of it. And then I read that. I was like, oh, that has a lot of implications on his broadcasting career. And yeah, I'm with you, Iggy. It's kind of or whoever that texted in, that could be his out. That could be, or Fox is out in a way. I don't know.
When I was trying to buy the Rams from Kroenke, I was told by the NFL I would not be able to be critical of the Rams.
Right.
And so I said, okay, I don't want to buy the team anymore.
Right, and then you tried to use the bathroom and were
they
stifled.
moved. Yeah. He said, no, I can't go to the bathroom
in Foxborough.
I needed a potty break. Couldn't get it.
God, what would 5% of a team be for the Raiders? You probably have to put up $200 million.
It probably is.
If it's worth
9 figures, I bet.
What's it worth? Maybe $2 billion?
Ooh, way over. I'll go 5. 4.5. I'll go $4.5 billion. I'll go
Raiders valuation.
$4.5 million is my guess, or $4.5 billion, I should say.
6.7 billion.
Oh my!
That was way off.
A little bit more than 200,000 he's got to put up if he's got 5%.
Yeah, he probably makes 200,000 in a couple of weeks, or less.
Minutes.
I said 200. I said 200 million, not 200,000.
Yeah.
How can Brady reconcile being a broadcaster and an owner at the same time? If broadcasting is the next step in his, quote, football journey, and football is an all-in proposition that requires a 100% competitive commitment, then why agree to broadcast with an arm tied behind his back? It feels rather pointless. So what happens, if he's in a spot where Fox is carrying a Raiders game?
Yeah, that too.
And then you go, well, they'll just have him not call a game. Well, I know it's not necessarily likely that with Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew that they'll be in the Super Bowl, but what would happen in that spot?
Right.
If they're in the Super Bowl and Fox has it, you can't avoid that. I mean, what an effing spot.
Yeah, it's really odd. It's really weird that this was just out there while he was signing his deal with Fox, and Now it's coming to fruition. It seems like poor planning on everybody's part, but the NFL approved it. So that means, what is that? I don't know what that tells. I don't know if you can extrapolate anything from that they approved it, but it seems odd.
Well, if you're him, at first you just wanted to get in to be the analyst and take the money, and then the deal goes through so you own the team. So now maybe he readjusts and does the analyst work for a year and gets out of that and moves on to be part owner.
Yeah, I mean, with all of that, he can't do. Studio shows would be tough if you can't be critical of other teams or officials. Color commentators certainly super tough if you can't go to production meetings.
Brady's called 6 games, 4 of them Cowboys games so far.
But you would rather be an owner than a broadcaster, right?
If I was Brady, yes.
Sure. And he didn't know until yesterday or the day before that he was going to be one of the owners.
That part is the approval. What I'm trying to find out is when he actually applied.
Right. I want to know the timeline as well. Because if he applied...
It's got to be. I'm reading the article as I'm doing the show, which again kind of speaks to my talent.
Yeah.
Right.
So that might have been tenuous. He might have thought, well, there's a good chance that they're not going to approve me.
But they came to him in, right when he retired. And they gave him that $375 million deal.
Yeah.
I would imagine he applied before then because they got him right after he retired, and then it was put on delay when he went back to the Buccaneers for another year.
Mm-hmm. If your franchise is worth $6 billion, and the Davises probably bought it for hundreds of thousands of dollars years ago, why would you even need to take on an extra owner?
Because it's Tom Brady. Having that voice in the building could mean something to people. I don't know.
I don't know why you would need that.
It was a 17-month approval process.
Okay, so he had already signed on with Fox when that started then.
Yeah. The original article by an ESPN staff writer says Tom Brady reaches agreement to buy ownership stake in Raiders. That was May 22nd, 2023. Mark Davis and Brady came to an agreement on that date.
Okay. So now that he's in as an owner, his plans may change as a broadcaster.
I would agree with that. And I would imagine Fox would be thrilled at this point to unload that expense because they're not getting return on it.
Ooh, here's some. This is the article from May 2023. It is believed that Brady's 10-year, $375 million contract to broadcast NFL games with Fox, which is due to start in 2024, would be unaffected by an investment in the Raiders, as a source previously told ESPN's Seth Wickersham and Adam Schefter that Fox had, quote-unquote, blessed the arrangement.
Well, then that's on Fox.
It's like a massive oversight.
To pay somebody $37.5 million a year to be an analyst on a football game is just a stupid business decision.
Why are you hurting our market?
Because nobody cares. If that's your team playing, you don't care who the analyst is. You may like one more than the other.
You ever seen Tiger Boy during a Missouri game?
But you're still going to watch the game. And that's all that matters is the rating points that they get. And if it's a game you like, you're going to watch. If it's a game you don't like, you're not going to watch.
The reason they did it is because they were up for their TV rights and they wanted to get as many Super Bowls as possible. And they knew Aikman was coming up. Because I think this may have happened right around when Aikman and Joe Buck left to go to ESPN, and they needed to get somebody to show the NFL that they had their replacement for when they left. And this was their way to do that, to get the biggest name possible, even though, you know, I don't think you have to be in this industry to kind of know who has it and who doesn't. Mm-hmm. Like, if it was Peyton Manning or Brady, taking that Brady, I guess everybody would say, is a better quarterback. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I think most people go, I think it's obvious Manning would be better at that job.
Sure.
Now, I don't necessarily know how to explain that in tangible.
He's got more personality. Funnier.
He's quicker. I don't think he hesitates to give an opinion. He's knowledgeable. And I'm not saying that Brady's not those things. It's just that Manning's better. So it's always tough in broadcasting because it's, I like him. But there's more to it than that. But it's oftentimes abstract. So the Brady thing always kind of confused me anyway. But I think it's like the Tino Martinez signing. Oh my God, McGuire left. We got to do something big. Let's get Tino Martinez. He had a great World Series this year. And then you go, oh God, we made a mistake. So I would think Fox would be thrilled to unload this expense. If they can. I don't know. Maybe they can't.
The whole industry way overpays these people, in my opinion.
I may be misremembering this, but it wasn't when he retired, the whole talk of him coming out of retirement to quarterback the Raiders and be part owner. Am I not remembering that right?
Brady reportedly showed interest in a minority ownership stake with the Miami Dolphins in 21 and 22, and the 6-month NFL investigation determined that Dolphins owner Stephen Ross, a friend of Brady's, violated the league's anti-tampering policy in conversations with Brady. The Dolphins were stripped of their first-round pick in the 2023 draft as a result.
Well, to see Brady make $37.5 million a year doing football, when I was making 32 large doing local news in a much more important position.
Yes. Thank you for saying it.
It just seems unfair to me.
Right.
32 large.
How'd you feel once you were cashing those checks?
Well, I'd immediately have to go and pick up my government cheese so I had something to eat that night.
Doug, I beg to differ. Greg Olson makes watching games on Fox 10,000 million times better.
But you still watch.
10,000 million, though.
You don't look at the football schedule and say, what analyst is where? That's the game I'll watch. You don't. You say, where's my team? I'll watch them.
I agree. But I think a broadcaster can add value. It can diminish value, but I don't think to the tune of what it is.
You effing boy sluts are not listening to why they made the deal. It was to get Super Bowls and keep the rights. It wasn't about. So from their standpoint, the investment in Brady isn't like Tom Brady's going to give us return. The investment is we get Tom Brady, the NFL is going to give us Super Bowls. That's what it was about. That's what it was about.
But who are the NFL people saying, now that you have a mediocre broadcaster, we'll put you in line to get a Super Bowl.
That's part of the deal for Super Bowls. It actually is. As ridiculous as it sounds, I agree. But that's the deal. So that was in part why, because when I was looking at it, I'm going, okay, number one, I don't think he's going to be that great. Number two, $375 million, and I'm not sure he's going to do it. And I'm going, why is Fox doing this? And that's why I read into it or looked into it, I should say, to find out what the reasoning was. Because I agree with you. It'd be one thing like Aikman at this point, or even Collinsworth at this point. You go, God. But hey, good for them if they can get it. Good for anybody in the industry if the money goes up. But what is their angle on it? And it was about the Super Bowls. All the Super Bowl rights were coming up. They just named the Super Bowl location for 2028, which isn't that far off.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, if you look at it, okay, well, they got Aikman, they got Romo. We got to get somebody. Yeah. As good as Greg is, he's not a big name. So, it makes
relatively
sense.
to like those guys,
Yeah.
I feel bad for all the people who probably lost their job because of what Brady got. I remember when Channel 4 had the Super Bowl one year, and because I was doing a lot of Super Bowl stories, I went in and asked for a raise to 33.5 large. And they said, no. Not only can you not have that, we're going to cut you $1,500.
Oh, nice. So you went down to 31.5 or
went down to 30.5.
And then you shuffled back to your desk and just
sorry, sir.
Producing like the Dickens.
Sorry, sir.
So if you ask for a raise, you're penalized?
Sorry, sir. May I have another cut?
It's like you can't guess on the SAT.
No.
Jackson, Flocky the Smurf's not happy with you.
What'd they do?
So pale Libby Jack doesn't like X because of Elon. Woke! It's from Flocky the Smurf.
I think you're projecting a little bit there.
So he's saying you don't post stuff on the TMA Twitter account because of Elon Musk. Is that your reasoning?
Not the case.
Okay.
Not the case. But keep trying.
Keep trying.
I should call it Twitter. I'll never get used to X.
Yeah, I think most people just still call it Twitter.
Why'd they change?
You have to talk to Elon.
Elon Musk wanted to make something his own.
Well, it was his own. He bought it.
Yeah, but he didn't want it to be associated with Twitter. He wanted it to be his own name.
He hates de Burgh.
He does, yeah.
Elon Musk hates
He went to
de
St.
Burgh?
Mary's.
Yeah, he went to St. Mary's.
Wow. Elon Musk could buy the entire city of St. Louis, I think.
Yeah.
He's up to like 300 or 400 billion.
Well, he could buy it with pocket change.
Yeah.
Do you think he's nervous about 32 large? You think he was asking for a raise when he was making 32 large?
I don't think he would have the chutzpah to do it.
Yeah, attaboy.
Goats don't make good broadcasters. Imagine Jordan doing color commentary. It's just not there. It's from Pug, and he's in the East Village.
It's kind of been my point ever since this saga started, is that goats don't broadcast.
You like that, Doug? Goats don't broadcast.
We talked about this once before.
There's only one goat in every sport.
Well, but it changes as time goes by.
Yeah.
Like there was a time when Bill Russell was
Sure.
darn near the GOAT, and he was an outstanding broadcaster.
They got Montana into it when he left, and he wasn't very good. He left after a few games.
And Russell, I think, had he made the money that even guys in the 90s were making, I don't know if he's broadcasting after his career. You know, the money just wasn't the same in the time he was playing.
Yeah.
Obviously, guys like Jordan are billionaires. They have no interest in broadcasting, mostly because some of them know they wouldn't be very good at it.
Yeah.
He wants to play his 36 holes every day and gamble.
He sure does.
God bless him. All right, send your emails in. Design Air Heating and Cooling email that is coming your way in about 28 minutes. Balloon Party's coming your way in about 38 minutes. I guess that's it. That's what I got for you. I would do a QFTA, but you guys are hitting the course. My meeting's not till 1. Chairman Kurt's not here. He's got a sound story down at KMOX with that. Very difficult to get along with Tom Ackerman.
Ack.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. But I hope you bolster. I hope you compress today.
Thank you.
Jackson's working on his supination.
Yeah.
What in the world?
That's what he's working on.
Yeah. I'm finna supinate all over that course.
What does that mean exactly?
It's something with your wrist. Yeah.
Okay.
Now look at my left hand.
Yeah.
Pointing back at me.
The Spider-Man move. That's what I'm going to call it. Yeah.
Okay.
We're going low today, Doug.
Are you really?
Really?
Let's see. Glen Echo, colder, ball won't fly. I've got you at an 84.
I was going to say 84. 84 and a half is the over-under.
All right, Doug, 84 and a half.
All right. I'm trying to break 100.
You break 100, Doug?
That'll be my goal.
Every time I play with Doug plays really well.
Doug's got a natural move. He has one bad hole. Very pessimistic on the golf course about his ability, too.
Some putting issues. Some putting issues.
Very pessimistic
when
about his
you've been
ability.
beaten down for years.
Some putting issues, no doubt. But tee
I
to
have
green.
unjustified confidence. Doug has unjustified pessimism.
Together, you're yin and yang.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Tee to green, Doug is as good as anybody.
That is so wrong.
When we played,
maybe one day you saw that, and I told you.
And Brian.
I told you it was about the best I'd played in 30 years.
At 9 holes of Ambrier.
That wasn't me.
I think you hit like 6 fairways and 9 greens.
Yeah, that wasn't me. I don't do that very often.
Jackson, what's your 7-iron distance in 50 degrees? That's from Scissor Me Timbers.
Oh boy, who knows? It's been a while since I played when it's really cold.
Yeah, but now that you're supinating, I mean, it's going to just fly. It's going to be compression season in North County.
More likely, the first or like when I try it, I'm going to hosel rocket the first couple.
I would advise doing this on the range and
Yeah.
not just bringing it to the course. But you do what you want to do. It's your game. And if you're playing Mark Milton, you're not going to win anyway.
That's right. Yeah, it's free rolling, really.
Right.
Yeah, I'll slowly integrate it to my game.
You playing a fivesome?
Oh, Ruth Park.
I think we have 6 total bowl strikers, so we'll probably go 3 and 3.
Oh, okay.
Who's the 6th?
I don't know. Mark Milton texted me yesterday saying we have 6.
Ooh, cute guy.
Hope so.
Nice.
Hope so.
Maybe one of these stay-at-home dads.
Ooh, yeah. We have a available pool. What do you think they're
Quinn's.
getting in today, though?
Probably come in early for this.
Mr. Siders is taking a guess on how far the 7-iron is going to fly, and he says, "Lols, 125, I bet."
That hits close to home there. That was a shot in
Mr.
my
Siders,
direction.
wait till Jackson starts supinating.
You know, before the trivia night, we gotta get to St. Gabe's. I gotta get a run going, and some of these listeners need to learn a few things about me.
Oh wow!
What do they need to learn?
I might seem sweet and nice, which I try to be almost all the time, but let's get on the hardwood and see who's talking all that smack.
You got some sandpaper in your game?
Sounds like it.
Take him to church.
Fox over here. I can hit my 7-iron 164 in cold weather. Thanks. That's from the total package.
Okay, sure.
I like the total package.
You do?
Yeah, I think he's a funny texter.
Well, I don't have a lot of money, but I could figure out what I have that I can afford to lose and take you out on the course, and Jackson will hit a 7-iron more than 125, and I will bet everything I can on that.
Wow, Mr. Siders, you got a wager on the table.
Siders.
If I catch the toe,
No, just hit it flush.
God knows.
I just hit it flush.
If I could, I would.
Yeah, that's easy advice to give.
Just pretend like you're
to do it.
pretend like your
Is
7.
that your caddy days?
Pretend like your 7 is a wedge. Just take a nice easy wedge swing with it.
There you go.
I think Jay Jr. talked to me about that. He was like, because I told him I struggle with long irons. He's like, just think of it as a wedge.
That's what John Daly says about those clubs.
Got it.
That's right.
Yeah. and that was
He says he takes the same swing with a 4-iron that he does with the wedge.
Right.
Oh, so I didn't come up with that?
I think John Daly heard you talking about it.
That's right.
Sure he did.
I never heard
Wayne
it before.
Gretzky, Michael Scott.
I'll run with Jackson. I'm a good 4. Buzz is a 4 handicap? That's surprising.
Or he's talking
Buzz.
about playing power forward in a basketball run.
Got it.
Or a 4 caddy.
Yeah, I'm going to put all my action on power forward.
Average 7-iron distance per handicap index. A 15 index, Doug. How far do you think a 15 index hits a 7-iron?
140.
That's actually pretty good. 142. You're going to win.
Okay.
10 index.
155.
148.
Oh.
A 5 index.
154.
152. Man, you are on it.
Well, I got the math down almost.
And a scratch.
A scratch. 165.
It says 160. I got to tell you, I disagree with that. I think a scratch golfer hits it further than that, but not like 180 or something. But I mean, it does when it comes down to all this crap. It gets down to inside of 50, 75 yards. That's where the strokes are.
Right, and I might be like I'm closer to 10 index, but I'm also 26 years old and taller with long arms. Like I should be.
Just like so passive aggressive at me
Well,
right
no.
there. It was so passive aggressive at me. It was unbelievable.
Well, I was more self-deprecating because I while it says that I'm hitting my 7-iron the average distance relative to my handicap, I should be hitting it further given my physique.
I'm guessing the answer is yes to this, Jackson. But your club's fitted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Senior year of high school. Still have them.
I flew my 7-iron 164 yesterday on a par 3 2-foot putt birdie. Suck it. It's from Flocky the Smurf, who says Jackson won't post on Twitter because of Elon Musk.
That's right.
There's some great golfers on this. Listen to this show.
Who cares what that fat dork thinks about how far you hit your 7-iron? Play your game, Jackie boy.
Right.
So who's your daddy?
Siders isn't fat. He's not a fat guy.
You sit during pickup games. You ain't that guy. That's from Mr. Siders.
Yeah, you're about to come on and find out. That's what I'll say.
Bring it.
Come on and find
He just
out.
called you. He just drew a,
Come on,
drew a
find
line in
out.
the sand is what he did.
Come on and find out.
Cats and dogs. Cats and dogs. All right, Doug, we'll close out the Fisher Window and Door Store. 8 o'clock hour, 5P Academy and Hustle and Heart. Sports Performance, 9 o'clock hour coming your way, along with the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today. This is TMA, presented to you by Brown and Crouppen.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Thinking about selling your home, but not thrilled about going public? Check out Compass's Private Exclusives with Jeff Lotman. With Private Exclusives, your home is shown to a select group of serious buyers. No public listing, no days on market, just real offers from real people. Their network connects you with top agents and qualified buyers, so your home gets the attention it deserves without all the fuss. Selling your home can be simple and stress-free with Compass Private Exclusives because your home is special. Call Jeff Lotman, your Compass agent today to find out more, or visit the Lotman Group online at JEFFLOTTMANN.com.
Ready to step your game up to the next level? 5P Academy is the place for any high-level 8 to 18-year-old football player. Based in O'Fallon, Missouri, we have national travel, 7-on-7, and flag football teams with professional coaches. Pre-registration for our 2025 season tryouts in November is open now. Come be a part of the championship-winning 5P family. For more details, email info@5pacademy.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
Listeners ought to check out Collier & Thompson, support the sponsors, and have the best contractors in St. Louis work on your kitchen remodel, if that's what you want, or bathroom remodel, basement, wine room, whatever. Collier & Thompson does it all, and these are people that you can trust. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. That's not always that common for people in this line of work. They won a Torch Award for Ethics from the Better Business Bureau. Collier & Thompson on Manchester and Baldwin, next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Collier & Thompson, come home to quality. Online at collierandthompson.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I regret not managing my finances better in my 20s and my 30s, and now I see how crucial it is for achieving major life goals. Mark Hanna with Evergreen Wealth Strategies helps everyday everyday people every day with their finances, discussing cash flow, liquidity, investments, insurance, and tax-efficient strategies. No matter your financial planning stage, Mark will boost your confidence and keep you on track. Learn more at evergreenstl.com.
Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA, a broker-dealer and a SEC registered investment advisor. Equitable Financial Advisors and MI. Evergreen Wealth Strategies is not a registered investment advisor. It does not provide tax advice.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
Why Brown and Crouppen? If you hire us, you're going to get great service, you're going to get a great result.
We're the winningest, and quite frankly, we're the kindest.
A strong voice, an advocate.
Why Brown and Crouppen?
We provide a family.
We have the power, the resources, and the ability to do what you need us to do, which is to get every cent that you deserve for the terrible thing that was done to you.
That's why Brown and Crouppen. The choice of a lawyer is important and shouldn't be based on an ad.
This is wide receiver Luther Burden III. Come support NIL and get a quote from my friend James Carlton.
Thanks, Luther. That's right. For every quote you mention, Luther Burden III will make a donation to NIL on your behalf. Getting a quote is easy. Just go online at carltoninsurance.net. Call or text 314-961-4800. If you have drivers under the age of 25, if you're seeing rising rates, give us a call or text us 314-961-4800 or go online at carltoninsurance.net. Let's keep the momentum going.
Hi, this is Chris Pondoff from Illinois Recovery Center. As someone who battled alcoholism and addiction for 20 plus years, I understand the dark places you can find yourself stuck in. Alcoholism and substance abuse takes a heavy toll on your body and your mind, but you can overcome it. Start your journey to recovery at the Illinois Recovery Center, a rehab treatment center that provides comprehensive and customized rehabilitation addiction treatment. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, please know that there is hope. Visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com today.
Hello, it's me, Tom Schmidt. I'm happy to tell you about Salt and Smoke and all the...
I'm going to let you finish, Tom, but first, why don't you take a break, okay? You've been doing this for 57 years. Have you had time to think about that? Waffle cones, World's Fair? No. Lean brisket, popovers, Cracker Mac, whiskeys, bourbons, custom cocktails, maybe even wings trashed. I don't know. But that doesn't matter if you don't accept my love, Tom. Will you accept my love? Will you kiss me?
Salt and Smoke.
Oh, and Iggy should quit.
TMA brings you the third annual TMA Trivia Night, Friday, November 15th at Tim's alma mater, St. Gabe's, starting at 7:30. All kinds of trivia, including sports, entertainment, St. Louis-centric, TMA round thrown in there too. All hosted by the guys from TMA. Get single tickets, tables of 8, or anything in between. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 8 a.m. and cost $50 a person. Portions of the proceeds will go to St. Gabe's. Ticket includes food from Heavy Smoke Barbecue, plus beer, canned cocktails, and seltzers from Show Me Beverages while supplies last. Please drink responsibly and feel free to bring your own food and beverages too. Find out more at tmastl.com. KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Tim, Doug, Iggy, Action Jackson.
It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After. 105.7 HD2.
Is this Tom's Diner?
Yeah. I don't know who
This
it
is the remix. Suzanne Vega. My name is Luca, bitch. I live on the second floor. I live upstairs from you. Guess I haven't seen you before.
You meant child abuse, isn't it?
Luca, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. 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 Think about this. I'm a plus 0.3 player. My self-carry it about 172. That's from Strode's burner.
Okay.
I don't have a burner.
It doesn't matter at all how far you carry certain clubs. If you just use one more club, who cares? No one really should care what club.
Well, I'll tell you why it matters. And I can take it back to 2018, the PGA Championship. The greens were soft at Belle Reve. And what that allowed was for a player who was a bomber. I don't know who the longest player there was. Iggy, you probably do. Who was the longest player?
What era?
2018.
Koepka?
2018, that would probably be...
Okay, that's enough. That's enough time to think about it.
No, I'll say DeChambeau. He was still on the tour in 2018.
Yeah, they did do like a long drive thing on number 10. But either way, if he's hitting wedge or 9-iron in, and your guy, Kisner,
he's hitting a 3-wood,
is hitting like a 4 or 5-iron in, the wedge, Doug, here, watch this trajectory. The wedge is going up,
Well, sure.
and then when it goes toward the pin, it's going to land, and it's probably going to have a little sauce on it.
Yes.
And then Kisner's hitting his 5-iron, and it's on a lower traj, and then if the green's firm, it's going to roll off. You can't stop a 5-iron, and that is why it's advantageous to have that distance. But because in 2018 the greens were soft at Belle Reve, it brought some shorter players into play.
Okay. You're talking about the best players in the world and how it makes a difference.
Well, I'm one of the best
I'm
players
talking
in the
about the walruses who listen to this thing, thinking it makes a difference if they hit a 6 or 7-iron. Just hit it straight, and shut up! Put it back in the bag and move on!
No matter who you are, if you're hitting a wedge compared to a 5-iron, you got a better shot at getting it close to a hole than you do with a.
But how many people have to pick between a wedge and a 5-iron? You're picking between a 6 and a 7-iron, a 7 and
Tim.
an 8.
There's holes, par 4s. Tim's hitting wedge. I'm hitting 5-iron with 5-wood.
Doug, my
You
distance
don't know
is
match play like Tim.
something to behold. I got a 240 carry. It's pretty exciting.
Well, I got about a $160 carry.
Not when Doug put some action on the table. Drove longer than that.
Hurricane wind behind him. And where that wind came, we haven't had a wind like that since Helene.
Chairman Kurt says it was Rory McIlroy in 2018. He just sent it in.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. I would have thought DeChambeau was longer.
Gary Woodland was bombing drives out there at Belle Reve that year. It's from Wooden Show, too. That actually is the one that Kisner was talking about. He said Gary Woodland's hitting wedge in, I'm hitting 4-iron in, but when the greens are soft like this, the difference is reduced.
Well, that's why Kisner said, I'll never win a major because I can't compete at those courses.
Okay. Okay. Well, here's what you will compete at, and that's with your home. This is a common scenario where you like your neighborhood, your kids like the schools, they got friends there, you like your neighbors, everything is good about the location, but your house is tired and run down, so you're thinking you got to move. Well, maybe you don't have to move. Maybe you can call Collier and Thompson, and they can come in and give you the house that you were looking for somewhere else. You could be living in it right now. You want to completely change your kitchen or a basement or your bathrooms or whatever. Collier and Thompson has been doing that in St. Louis since the 1950s. Collier and Thompson is your go-to source for every design consideration. They carry the best cabinets and appliances, countertops in the business. When Collier and Thompson walks away from a job, you will be super happy and have a remodel that lasts a lifetime. They sell all kinds of top brand name appliances like Bosch, Thermador, Wolf, and Sub-Zero. Stacy is your appliance guy there. Matthew and Eric are the appliance installers. So maybe you just need an appliance. You can deal with these guys. Won't you ever be happy? Collier and Thompson is not a one jack of all trades, master of none type of place. They have their own trip carpenters, specialized contractors such as licensed electricians, plumbers, tile and drywall installers, and floor guys. Contractors you can trust, people that have been working with them for years, and they do the best job anywhere in the St. Louis area. That's how you hang around from the 1950s. Their employees have more than 160 years of combined experience. A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. This is just a place to go to if you want a job done well and done right. People you can count on. Collier and Thompson on Manchester and Baldwin, next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Collier and Thompson, come home to quality online at collierandthompson.com.
If you are looking to buy a home, you can work with Jeff Lobbin, and I'm going to give you his address for his website because I don't know if people have heard it before. Take a listen.
Okay.
JEFFLOTTMANN.com. Yeah, JEFFLOTTMANN.com. Jeff was in last week, and I pulled him aside and I said, we're looking to move. And he said, where? And I said, off Old Larson. He says, I know a guy.
And everyone's in the mob involved in this transaction.
Moving to Tahoe.
That's correct.
Vito's
Yeah,
home.
we're setting up shop. The Corleone family.
Corleone.
If anybody got this house, I'm glad you got it.
And that was a senator he got sideways with in that meeting, and that was a first communion celebration or baptism?
First communion.
First communion?
That guy got his comeuppance.
He did.
Spoiler
Spoiler.
about you
Rough.
Corleones.
That's right. That was nice. Yeah, Jeff Lotman. Been doing it 25 years in St. Louis. $500 million of sales. You got to know people to know before the house gets on that MLS. Because if you want something really nice, like oftentimes it's not going to get on the market. Jeff Lotman's got those connections. JEFFLOTTMANN. Yeah, Jeff Lotman. Jackson, tell me about Mark Hanna.
I had a conversation with Mark Hanna on Tuesday afternoon.
Because he's tall.
Mainly, we discussed height, but also we discussed finances. And I cannot tell you, it was just a half-hour conversation. You know, we talk about money, of course. He's so good at simplifying it. Like for me, I'm not someone who's super financially literate when it comes to long-term savings, short-term savings, high-yield savings accounts. I don't really know the difference. Mark is so good at explaining everything, knowing where your money is going, helping you through some issues you might be having, or if things change in your life and you want to set up a different kind of fund, you might want to save money in a different way, you can get in touch with Mark Hanna, talk to him. He's tall, unbelievable head of hair. Some days the beard's just looking 10 out of 10.
Oh, come on.
All of that and more.
Doug,
but
that matters to your portfolio.
That's
absolutely
why people
does.
pick a financial
That's
analyst.
correct.
The most important thing is his knowledge and his ability to communicate that knowledge to his clients. You, the client, you will feel better working with Mark Hanna. I'm telling you, call Mark Hanna today.
There you go, 314-889-0503, or go online at evergreenstl.com. Let me just lay it out for you, because you're like, does that matter? Of course it does. Would you rather have a guy my height give you like a 15% return year over year,
I don't know.
or a guy Mark's height give you like 2%?
Now we're talking. Yeah.
Right, let's not get crazy.
Right,
You know?
right. We're not really interested in money. We're interested in how tall you are.
Right.
That's a heck of a marketing strategy.
That's a good one, is what that is.
But it's working.
Alex Cooper revealed in a new interview that her worst podcast guest was an unnamed male actor whose sit-down was so bad that she had to make sure it never saw the light of day. Least favorite is one that ever aired, and I can't say their name, the Call Her Daddy host told The Hollywood Reporter in a profile published Wednesday. Boy, she's only 30. Tip of the cap. I thought she was older than that. Good for her.
Alice Cooper?
Alex Cooper.
Oh, Alex Cooper.
It was a male actor who just was given nothing. You could tell he was on a press run. Cooper said she ended up candidly telling the unidentified celeb, bro, you don't want to be here. You aren't answering any of these questions. Someone put you in this chair you didn't even know. The podcaster said that out of mutual respect, they both decided, let's not air this, because she didn't want her listeners to come at the guest for not giving anything. Page Six has reached out to Cooper's reps for further comment, but did not immediately hear back. As for the former Barstool Sports personality's favorite guest, she was hesitant to name just one person, but recognized that Miley Cyrus was the first guest who took a chance on her, Doug. Miley Mile. Boy, I watched on Letterman's show that debuted about a month ago. He's got Miley Mile and Charles Barkley on his program.
Good 1-2
Miley's a little pepper pot.
Little pepper pot?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
She's
news?
bisexual, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't know.
Just showing support.
It's just amazing that somebody's got a name can get news just for nothing. Just because she said, I wasn't interested in the interview, and he wasn't either. I'm not going to tell you who it was. So we both decided just to leave. It happens all the time. I did it to Annika Sorenstam back in Springfield. I didn't get any pub.
You're a victim again.
Well, I don't think it's that uncommon. You had the altercation with, what's his name, Passon?
I didn't really have an altercation. He just hung up on us.
Yeah. He wasn't interested in your politics. He hung up. That happens all the time. Why is it a big deal with her? And she wouldn't even give a name.
Yeah, I'm trying to, my theory is, because I'm looking at like movies that are coming out soon, so who would be on a press run. My original thought was Stanley Tucci, because he's got a movie coming out at the end of the month. And then I went from there to Paul Mescal.
Paul Mescal.
Irish guy who's going to star in Gladiator 2. He's really good. And those are my first two thoughts on who it would be. Because Stanley Tucci, it wouldn't surprise me if he would not give much in an interview with Alex Cooper.
Oh, is that right? Really?
Yeah, I mean, at this point in his life, he's great on TikTok, but I don't know how much he would give to Alex Cooper.
And that was no shot at your link, Jackson.
No, I
just don't understand why.
I didn't take it
why Page Six or anybody would think that's a big deal. That she had on a guest and she wasn't getting much information, so they both agreed to end it.
I think she's a pretty big click getter in terms of stuff
tight
like
read,
Page Six.
Jackson. Tight read. He called out the hand.
So like almost anything that she does can be spun as an article.
Well, look, if you can get Miley Cyrus on your show, you don't need to go the Art Sears route like I do and get people on a radio tour to promote something for 10 minutes.
That was Letterman that has Miley Cyrus, right?
Oh,
recently, yeah. But Alex Cooper had Miley Cyrus as well.
Gotcha.
It drives me crazy when actors and actresses who want nothing more than to be famous. They want their time in the spotlight. They want everyone to look at them, and they want the money that goes with that fame. And then when they're interviewed or something, somebody shows an interest after they've made it. Now they don't have time for the people.
Yeah,
the press. No, I don't want to. I'm a private person. Sure, you are.
The press run thing is because sometimes they'll be like stacked up for a week of doing like 100 interviews in a week, and usually there's some gimmicks along with that and games, or they have to go on Hot Ones and get their rectum blown out by hot sauce all day.
What? Get the rectum blown off?
Yeah. With that Hot One show,
Well,
Sean Evans.
Some producer paid millions to make this movie, and they're probably paying the actor or actress millions to be in it. I think you can tough it up and do some interviews.
Yeah, I tend to agree, and I would say most of the time, like in the 90%, that is the case. But
Except for Stanley Tucci.
And I don't know if it's Stanley Tucci. I doubt he would care if I.
You like his character in Devil Wears Prada? I thought he was very likable.
I don't remember it.
Stanley Tucci and Meryl Streep working with Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, I remember.
And Adrian Grenier. Was that the Mount Rushmore of casts when you had Meryl Streep, Stanley Tucci, Anne Hathaway, and Adrian Grenier?
Yeah, who doesn't belong out of that group?
Yeah, Jackson's taking a shot at Vincent Chase.
Oof, season 7.
He wasn't very good.
No, he's not. It's funny, though, that Stanley Tucci movie is about the Papal Conclave. It's called Conclave, and it's about the Papal Conclave with him and Ray Fiennes.
See?
Yep, stealing our stuff.
That is funny.
Yep, other than Alex Cooper having a $20 million per year podcast deal, she and Iggy are exactly the same. It's from Shooter McGavin.
But my point was that it's no big deal. It happens all the time. I told Tim at the break, Chelsea Handler's in town next weekend.
She wants to be on our show.
And Art Sears, my guy I used to use for my Straight to the Webs, reached out because she's going to be in St. Louis. Do you want Chelsea Handler next Tuesday? So I gave him some times. And I said, yeah, we can do it at 8:10, 8:20, 8:30, 8:40, whatever. Now she comes on, she's not interesting, and we just, all right, well, we look forward to seeing you next week. And that's it, like a 2 minutes. Even though we got 10, we go 2 minutes with her. Are we going to show up on page 6? Chelsea Handler was on a local show in St. Louis, and they weren't very interested in what she had to say, so they said goodbye to her 8 minutes early. Is that going to show up?
I don't know.
But it happens all the time.
Well, you should have gotten some pub for the way Annika Sorensen stiffed you.
Well, it was awkward. It was great year, U.S. Open, 3 majors. Can you build on that for next year? I'll try.
Yeah.
So how's the LPGA doing? Crowds are up. You got some young players in there. We seem to be doing well. I said, are you going to give me anything?
Oh, come
That's
on.
what you said? You actually said that?
Yeah. I said,
Ooh, do we have audio of this?
I said, are we going to get anything out of this? I said, this is kind of boring. She said, what do you want me to say? Well, you can kind of talk about your tour a little bit. That we hope so.
She was here a few times when she was #1 in the game and they were playing LPGA tournament.
He was out there caddying on the same course.
And she was one that just was kind of all business, didn't have a whole lot of personality, wasn't much interested in the media side of it, as I remember.
I mean, she's nice enough, but she's just boring.
Mm-hmm.
So I just said, well, this is going nowhere. I said, thanks for joining us. So I just said, yeah.
It's probably...
I didn't get any problem in that. It's page 6 wasn't right. Iggy had Annika Sorensen on it. It ended in 2 minutes because he wasn't happy with their answers.
It probably isn't easy if you're a star in your sport, much less a superstar, and you're just shy. You don't want to do interviews, but everybody wants to talk to you because you're so good.
But you just chastise actors for the same thing.
Well, actors go into it because they want the spotlight.
No, because they like to act.
And they like to have the spotlight on them.
And
you can say the same thing about athletes.
And you got paid $10 million to do a movie that you hope makes money at the box office. You promote it. That's why you're doing it. You're not doing it for your own publicity. Well, then they should have no problem doing it.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with both of you, but I think that there's a slight double standard working.
No, I don't think it's the same. Plus, athletes have people trying to interview them every day.
Yeah, that's during the season.
Actors and
for
actresses
sure.
don't.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're kind of in it to talk and perform. It's kind of their thing.
Yeah.
It's not to hit a fastball or to hit a golf ball. Okay,
Nobody.
well, we hashed that
and I
out.
mean nobody cares about Art Sears.
Oh.
Are we really doing this again? Some big talk.
How is it we bring up a topic talking about a girl who got rid of an interview? I'm talking about an interview, and just because I bring up Art Sears, that's what you're going to bitch about?
Uh-huh.
Can we get back to talking about the fan page? That's from Stephen Wildwood.
Yeah, she's down for a good trip.
Doug, it's time for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day.
Maybe Art Sears will email him.
Hi, Doug and gentlemen on the dais. I, like the mighty Tigers of Columbia, traveled to New England last Saturday. I wanted to find out if Doug is correct. Are the leaves in New England the same as Missouri?
Yeah.
All I can say is, you be the judge. That's from the little lass that drives down the lane.
Little lass that drives down the lane.
Musical interlude.
That was an email. That was an email that had music to it when I opened it up. I'm sorry. I got everything on my phone turned off.
Just turn your audio down.
It's all the way down. It's off. It's
couldn't
muted.
have been. It couldn't have been.
You see the phone? Little lass just sent in a picture of a leaf from her trip to...
Yeah. I've seen those
It's
in
a woman's hand.
my backyard. I've seen the same
I
thing.
had an orange one fall on my table yesterday.
Why would I need to drive 1,500 miles to go see a leaf?
Thank the little lass for sending that in.
Thank you. Horny? Sup? You little ladies provided a decent show today. Tom Brady just owning and calling Libby left. Sup, baby? I'm awake. I'm woke, Iggy. First off, Daddy, I'm donating to the Megan Fund today. Kudos to what you do. Second, limit the concerts and do more. Doug, just taste me. Praises, Mr. Tim. 7-iron, 162. Horny I am. Snip it, lip it, tip it. Flocky the Smurf.
No. Flocky the Smurf.
For the 300 Hoosier Trojan horses waiting in limbo to join the TMA fan page on Facebook, let me ask you a few questions. Are you jealous? Do you lose sleep at night knowing you're not a part of a Facebook group where a horny glass installer frequently posts nonsensical haikus that receive 0 likes and 0 comments? Do you wish you could see a video of Dillian Harper struggling to form coherent sentences as she fights the urge to stuff pot pies down her bloated gullet?
I heard about that one.
Do you long to see juicy content from an internet stranger who is looking for a certified electrician to fix the electrical panel in his dilapidated old house? Sure, a smart person would hire a licensed professional, but this Rhodes Scholar that she'll never meet in real life has chosen to check with a group of sexual deviants gathered on the social media site of a WNBA talk show to see if he can save a few bucks. Stop it! Use Google like a normal person!
Oh.
To those desperate people waiting in the queue, do yourself a favor and delete your request to join the TMA fan page.
Yeah.
You'll be happier without it. Of course, you'll never get to see that coveted video of an aging Tony Dow with absolutely 0 explanation that literally no one cares about. Talk about a tough choice. Doug, that's from the JV golf coach.
JV golf coach.
Annika Sorenstam could probably smell the creep on Ken. Thanks, and Young, number 1 Asian intern Brian Henshin. That was an email with music on it.
Yeah, it was.
Brian Henshin.
And who's the biggest star you've interviewed for your sports columns?
Flacco, probably, I would guess.
I doubt
What, a Super Bowl?
8th grade.
You're saying?
Bad player.
I have Dane Cook for use next week, Iggy. Thanks, Art Sears. That's from Stephen Wildwood.
Steve in Wildwood.
We'd say no to that one for sure.
I'm not going to be much good to you this morning, not after watching Sturgill Simpson burn down the Fox again. Sturgill's hotter right now than Dirk Diggler in 1977. Matt, who bowls at Hanks, knows what I'm talking about. And was that Ernie Bjorkman I encountered on the way out of the men's room? Those of us #blessed enough to subscribe to nugs.net can stream the full show this afternoon once it drops. And the rest of you poors are going to have to pull yourselves up by the bootstraps and register for another 7-day free trial using your dad's SBC Global account. I, for whatever reason, was blocked from the fan page using my wife's Facebook account, and it really pissed me off. If we ever do another tournament of drops, I think that Mike Lee fan page drop is live for a deep run. And don't sleep on Doug's works husband. Real banner day for the show, with the lead being that TMA Kiss Ass #1 is enlisted with Ken's army of screenshot bandits. Iggy's upset that one voter didn't vote for Caitlin Clark for Rookie of the Year, and they don't release who voted for who. Well, I'm still curious what the voting breakdown was for the August Listener of the Month that awarded it to said Kiss Ass, which you cowards are hiding behind your secret ballots. We're sitting here again talking about the same thing. Doug, that's Buck Swope, and that's what we have.
Buck
For the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today.
Sneaky good batch.
Yeah, it was a pretty good batch. I thought today the best of the batch was the JV golf coach. That's what I thought.
I thought so too, until Swope kind of brought it strong.
Man, it's going to be tough.
Again, throwing in constantly went to that most people don't know who Sturgill Simpson is.
Oh, I disagree big time with that.
I don't.
I would hope
go
he
by.
said it.
That's all I'll go by. I'll go with Swope.
Puts me to the test, Doug.
Sure does, yeah.
It's just getting
Good luck to
tougher
you.
and tougher. I mean, I
Good
thought
luck.
we did have a good batch. Anytime a lady emails in and includes a picture of her heavily fingernailed fingers, can't be a lesbian with those, right?
I'll have to ask
See that,
Janie.
Doug?
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah,
no.
Janie wouldn't want that going near. God. I mean, this is huge because it's going to determine who takes the lead in the month. I'm sorry, I'm in the tank here. Call clock on me if you need to.
Okay. Go ahead. You make a
Pit
decision.
boss.
Yeah, call him over.
Don Rickles.
And then
He was the
push
floor
him
boss.
down.
Little Nicky Santoro.
Take this.
I'm going Buck Swope. Buck Swope is one. The Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. I mean, JV Golf Coach Ace King, Buck Swope Queens.
Buck Swope is the right call.
Was it really?
It was the right call. I thought JV Golf Coach, he was the betting favorite after I filtered the emails, but Buck Swope, I didn't read the bottom part. That was quite good.
Yeah, I think that it was that final paragraph that got him home.
It's always the last stanza.
Yeah, that Buck Swope, man. All right, Doug, we got to go down the hallway.
Okay.
They're not going to be happy.
What are you doing
Play
today?
that WNBA clip.
Piddle something?
Yeah, you
or
played in that WNBA clip? You ought to
No,
do that.
I learned my lesson apparently.
Yeah, well, it didn't play well here, imagine there.
Right.
All right, time for us to shut it down. Chairman Kurt's already down at KMWX doing a sound story with Tom Ackerman. For Jackson Bennett Burkett, Kenneth Iggy Strode, my brother Kevin, Douglas Sullivan Vaughn, I'm Tim McKernan. This has been TMA, presented to you by Brown & Crouppen.
Want to take on some legends of TMA?
Sound the same to someone who gives a damn about the best fans in baseball. Tired of it.
The show's so great. Will there be a little speaker system out behind the dumpster so in case your service